Here we go.
Woohoo!
So
I'm making some minor modifications to my spell list because it completely changed.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, I was kind of.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I was kind of giving you.
Leveled
I was
up.
kind of giving you time there, Rob. I wanted to make sure that you had time to pick everything you wanted. You good?
I'm way less of a healer now, so watch your butts.
Mm-mm.
Best
I remember
defense is a strong offense.
That's right.
Knowledge is power. I'm very powerful.
I have 104 hit points now.
You have all the. You're a one tough frog.
Yeah.
Stop throwing out the death flags, please.
Do you have
You just ask
Rob, do
the
you have
DM
Bane?
to up the damage. What was the question?
Bane?
Do I have the spell Bane? Not memorized.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be really good because I do a lot of things that require saving throws. If they have disadvantage, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought,
I spent the vast majority of my combats healing people, not actually affecting anybody. I'm just trying to keep your hit points from bottoming out.
I thought you were saying to put Bane on you so that when you got mind controlled, everybody else would have a chance.
Wow.
That's not a bad idea.
Wait, if I put Bane and Bless, do we get the benefit of, or is it always the worst?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Are they both concentration though?
No, it's okay.
Probably.
I'm a man of two minds.
If I'm schizophrenic, can I concentrate on two things?
Right, can I concentrate on two things? What? No, you can't concentrate on anything at all.
The duality of halflings.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, when last we left off, you guys had downed the abbot.
Yeah, punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Die.
Fingered to death.
Fingered to death.
Phrasing.
Fingered them to death.
You'd also killed off the two flesh golems that he had constructed, the bride and first try.
We mourn for first try.
At least his hand. And you are now sort of sitting in the aftermath of that battle. You're sort of, you're sitting in the sort of the main dining hall of the abbey. There's, sort of scorch marks, some webbing all over the place. There's some locusts still sort of like hopping out the windows and out the door.
Yeah.
And you can hear from outside now that it has gone like sort of unnaturally quiet and still, like sort of all of the mongrel folk that have been howling and growling and all the sounds and stuff sort of gone unnaturally quiet. You can hear now from outside you can hear crying from outside.
Boo-hoo crying or?
Boo-hoo crying.
Okay.
I'm going to retrieve timber from the stone wall.
Okay.
And walk outside.
Okay.
I am going to check out the rest of this tower because we never had a proper look around. We never had a proper look around in here.
Oh, I should probably have that map ready. Yeah.
I'm sifting through the abbot's ashes or whatever, because I assume they're not hot, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and have a look downstairs.
Is the crying from outside like coming from multiple people or?
Yeah, character-wise, I'm gonna go find the crying.
All right, hold on a second. Let me.
So many questions.
Yeah, hold on.
Quick, someone go upstairs just to really mess him up.
I want to go downstairs.
All right, hold on a second. Let me. You guys have to go and explore.
No, D&D is not a game of exploration.
You're like, isn't that one of the main pillars? No, shut up.
Not anymore.
Do it over here. I want to go upstairs.
I'm going downstairs, Ed.
Oh, I want to go downstairs. Nobody even likes you. That's the main thing.
Hey, Matt, what's your axe called? Because it's going down.
Timber.
Ed's just given us all disadvantage on everything for that.
Yeah, you guys all take massive fun damage.
But Deb's not a dad. She can't do that.
Honorary dad.
I'm petrified.
Oh, well, I'm going to use my lay of hands to also heal up hit points because I didn't realize how low I am.
Yeah, we did all take a bit of a kicking in that fight.
Yeah. I'm going to use what's left over because someone had to go down.
Who went down?
Fucking Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, protect the healer. Oh, wait, you guys never do that.
I protected you.
Like you caught him on the first bounce. I mean,
Oops, I almost gave myself 5,700 hit points. Then.
Why shouldn't you have 5,000 hit points?
Child of Cthulhu.
Oh, what's going on here? Well, let me log in.
Twitch. Are you talking about D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super slow. Just be patient.
No, like I'm in, but it I can't change hit points on here for some reason. It's telling me to relog back in now.
Oh, it just hates you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
well, to be fair, Matt probably did something to it.
Probably.
I have been nothing but kind to this.
There's no way to have the hit points keep track live from Beyond into Astral, huh?
Not yet. They're working on it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day, weren't we? That was pretty exciting that they might actually be able to tie the two together.
Yeah, they're working on it.
I received a badge.
I got a badge. Yeah, 100 hours.
I got the early bird.
Ah, good job. Is that for being like the first into every game or something?
I have no idea.
I think so. Something like that.
Nice.
There we go.
I've gotten it a few times.
Okay.
Oops, I am at. Let me open the map.
So did you really think, Ed, that Nico was just going to walk outside and see who was crying?
No, but I thought you'd be like, screw this Abby, I'm out of here.
I'm at 69 hit points. Oh, yeah.
Should cast Cure Wounds on you just so you're not.
And I no longer have any more lay of hands. Confirm.
Okay. Damn it, I went the wrong way. Hold on.
Now's the time you're like, nah, I don't want to go downstairs anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going downstairs.
A singularity forms at the bottom of the stairs and drags you down.
Why does this always happen to me?
Yeah.
Joke's on you. All downstairs is just one big mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I would go downstairs. All right. Yeah, it turns out it's just one giant bag of devouring.
Yeah.
And you go down there and you get devoured by an interplanar beast.
Again? At least this time, did you leave a phone number?
It wouldn't be the first time for Nico being eaten by a giant worm, actually.
And I laugh and I laugh and I laugh.
Or his second time, I think.
Actually, yeah. And
It wouldn't even be his second time.
Nico has been killed by Gil as well before.
Yep.
Just in a dream.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I didn't tell you to stand there.
No, you didn't.
You also didn't tell him to move out of the way.
That is also true.
There were many. Communication was not the strong point of that particular quest.
No, it wasn't.
Say, and this has changed. How?
I was going to say the good thing is we've learned from that.
Hey, you know what? If we get a bag of coins, we have the whole original party back together.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we need to find some novelty coins.
Yeah, poor Adolphus.
Some of those wood coins?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't inspect any of those coins. Maybe Ed had hidden a pile of screaming coins in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, because I remember that. Yeah, I carried all those coins, or Askren carried all those coins.
Yeah.
Fucking, actually, it'd be kind of hilarious if I still had those and we had a way to bring that person back. Then Nico fucking freaked out. He's like, that wasn't a dream.
What? What? Oh my god. Oh, Nico was dead by that point.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why he gets really nervous around Askern for.
All right. Well, that's going to be good enough.
apparent
What we're
reason.
gonna do. All right. So, who wants to go stupid downstairs?
Me.
Yeah, I'll go downstairs.
Character-wise, I can't do that. If I hear crying, I'm gonna go look for crying.
Good to know.
One of you is decent.
I'm out, bro.
All right. Hold on a second. I gotta put this downstairs. Asshole.
Hold on. Let's make sure we split the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Jeff will stick together.
I'm making sure because I know that one.
I need to stay away from Jeff now so he doesn't push me off any other cliffs.
Jeff saved the rest of the party from you.
That's true.
He did a good job. I'll give him that. But when the character is charmed, after they're no longer charmed, do they remember what they did?
Oh
And,
yeah.
Yeah.
And they remember thinking like it was fine, or is it like why the hell was I doing that?
I think it depends on the spell, doesn't it?
It depends. So if you could figure out that you were charmed, then you're like, oh, so like Boomer's got a lot of experience charm wise. So he's like, oh, I did it again. Okay, sorry about that, everybody.
So it's like waking up with a hangover. Like, what did I? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Just the regret part.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, I did what? To who?
I would like to start working on an item protection from good and evil for Boomer.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you expand the radius? It's now 30 feet for my aura.
I'll do it.
Okay.
That would have been so useful.
Yes,
Yeah, last
it
game.
would.
Yeah.
It would have been
It was
amazing.
me like, oh, I'm gonna go find a good vantage point to shoot. Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, I thought that was funny too.
Yeah. You were surprisingly quick off the mark.
all of the
Well,
major bad
seeing as you're
guys.
there. Oh.
Yeah, all of the major bad guys we've faced off against so far have been able to turn Boomer against us, one way or another.
Except the abbot.
Yeah, he
but-
was distracted.
Yeah.
You guys are starting to think that your DM secretly wants to play a barbarian.
They're fun.
So this is all right, Nico. Yeah, it's just gonna be wall-to-wall mimics down here.
Are they going to bite every finger?
They're gonna bite more than a finger, my friend.
We get Nico back, and he's nothing but stubs.
That's right. Nothing.
Do you still have restoration, Rob?
So I still have the restoration. If you're talking about like the 5th level spell,
Yeah.
the greater restoration, yeah.
Okay.
I even have 1 spell slot.
So we could put something back on, Nico. The most important appendage.
My eye patch.
Your eye patch.
Greater restoration doesn't reattach parts.
Oh,
It
never mind, you're
removes
fucked.
curses, bad attunements, eliminates ability score damage and reduction type things, removes any effect affecting your hit points maximum, gets rid of charmed, petrified, or stuff like that. It gets basically it's sort of debilitating effects and exhaustion.
Does it remove all exhaustion or just 1 level?
1 level.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, exhaustion's rough.
Yeah. Glad I didn't go berserker.
Yeah.
But
I'm
tired.
That's a pretty broken choice, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Nico. All right, so Nico is going here.
Down the stairs very slowly. Oh,
Where'd he go?
Oh look, I'm dead. No.
ooh.
All right.
Some wine bottles.
I want to go downstairs too.
You want to go downstairs too? All right.
Yeah, I'm going to look for lichen.
Skippy.
Plus, I don't trust Nico.
Who does?
I don't even think Nico does.
Asker still does. Nico's not done any wrong in front of him.
No, I'm a stand-up guy.
He is.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Boomer trusts Nico. Just Boomer thinks Nico's foolish.
Okay. All right. So, Nico. So the stone steps descend 20 feet to a cellar that contains 10 barrels of wine and an L-shaped wooden rack packed with wine bottles.
Woo!
Do you hear the woohoo?
Yeah.
Hear the woohoo above the crying.
So I'm just going to. So I'm going to go to reach for a wine bottle. Then I'm going to stop and go.
Nico goes. Skippy, would you like to pick one?
Yeah, Skippy. Why don't you select our wine for our celebratory toast?
Mm-hmm. I want the dustiest, least offensive looking one.
So which one are you going to grab?
Are they all
One that
looking
isn't a
like
mimic.
quite the same?
Give me a perception check.
15.
Why are you guys? What'd you get?
15.
15. Why are you guys always so nervous?
I don't know. Don't knows.
So
Stockholm
Skippy,
syndrome.
so Skippy, among the wine bottles on the rack, you find one that has no stopper and a label that reads Champagne de l'Estampe. It contains, you look inside, you pick it up and you look inside, and you see there's looks like a rolled up piece of paper inside.
Oh, cool. I would like to remove.
Wait, you put
piece
the
of
bottle
paper.
to your eye? Are you mad?
So we're not using.
Oh, hang on.
Never listen to what my mum told me. Yeah, I'm gonna take the paper out and have a.
So yeah, you take the paper out and you sort of unfurl it, and it looks like it's got a bunch of arcane markings on it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I assume like maybe one of the rest of the party might be able to read it.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just stash it then.
Okay.
Well, I'll show Nico. I'll hold it up to Nico and see if I can distract him from the other wine.
Right.
Hey, look at this
What
thing.
do you got there, Skippy?
I have no idea. Nothing for a frog.
Do I? So okay, I'll take it from Skippy. Do I recognize any of this? Any of this stuff?
Give me an arcane. Give me a Arcana check.
Let's see. 5.
Nah, man. Pretty tough to tell.
That was a proud 5 too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, yes, I recognize this.
Skippy, you can roll insight.
I would love to.
Contested by Nico's deception.
Ooh, that's not good.
Well, I rolled a 9. I've got a 9. Yeah.
I got 13 total.
Ah.
Would you roll a 1?
2.
2. Yeah. So Skippy, you don't. He seems pretty confident as he's sort of describing this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm not sure I can make best use of this myself, but I'm sure, based on my extensive understanding of the arcane arts, I'll be able to find someone who can make use of this for us. So I'll just tuck that into my...
So glad you're here, Nico.
I know, yeah,
So you just, effectively stole that from her?
She gave it to me.
It's a quest item now.
Right.
How should I list that in my inventory?
Shame.
Previously Skippies.
Previously Skippies roll.
Skippy's spell scroll.
Spell scroll. Previously Skippies.
I hope it curses you.
That is just not very nice.
To be fair, I think Nico's just a walking curse. So
That's true.
yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna affect him at all.
Yeah.
All right. Did Nico want to reach for a wine bottle?
Yeah, Nico will reach out with his sword and flick the stopper off the end of one of the wine bottles.
So yeah, you reach down, sort of, with your sword, sort of deftly, kind of sort of standing way back.
Yeah.
Kind of got one hand over, kind of doing one of these,
Maybe he's wondering about this method of opening wine, but
right,
okay.
you're like, what are you doing? So you reach down, you flick off the thing, and you see sort of a deep red wine pour out of a bottle.
I will dive on the floor and put my mouth under the wine.
It's acid. You put your mouth under it, and you notice that this is some of the Red Dragon Crush, so the mid-level wine.
Okay. Great.
Can Skippy have a look around for interesting things for healing potions and other things like that?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'll check out, especially round the backs of the barrels and.
Give me a nature check.
Good.
As you're searching for things that you think might be.
Ooh, 24.
Ooh!
Wow.
Oh,
so you actually find some of the barrels in the back which are empty, but you notice that in some of the wood around the barrels where you think there was probably some residual sugars or something, you see some mold that started to grow that you think would be useful.
Cool. I'll go ahead and take everything I can get.
All right. Yeah. He starts. Yeah. And Nico's going, no, not the empty one. Why?
What are you doing?
Penicillin, man.
You're doing it wrong. So Skippy, you managed to scrape together some mold.
Cool.
Nico, I imagine you're just grabbing bottles and.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke at a couple of bottles to see if they do anything, and then take them if they are inanimate.
Okay.
And then I'll probably check around the walls of the room, see if there's any obvious hidden compartments or doors or anything. Just drag some barrels out the way and obvious that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me an investigation check.
6.
You didn't really find anything in the room,
Yeah.
like after moving barrels and stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
You don't think there's anything down here?
There is nothing down here, Skippy.
Can Skippy also, not that she doesn't trust Nico, but to do another investigation check, like since he's moved all the barrels out the way?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
shit. I rolled a strong 4.
So you, having heard what Nico said, you're like, well, you didn't really look that hard. You're like, wow, this guy's pretty, this guy can smell, he's
just like filled his lungs with wine anyway.
Right. Yeah, and so you're like, Skippy's like, well, if he didn't find anything, there's probably not anything down here. So you kind of like, kind of give it a, kind of a half-hearted, like poke some of the walls
around,
a little bit. Yeah. And you're like, yeah.
I got my mold.
Right. You're like, I found the real treasure.
You're happy. Okay, I'll proceed back up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right, so you guys head back up the stairs. Meanwhile,
There's nothing in the ashes, right?
you didn't find anything among the ashes, although give me a perception check there, Felix.
Plus 6.
Why do you keep whispering my
21.
So you notice Skippy, where are you?
I'm still downstairs.
Where'd you go, Skippy? What'd you do?
Nothing. I'm not in a wine barrel.
I appear to be
You inside a wall?
possibly, yeah.
There you are.
That's what happens when you guys want to go downstairs.
You're going to go downstairs, and now you're stuck in a wall. That's what happens. All right?
Help me, DM.
That'll
lesson
learn you.
learned.
That'll learn you.
Oh yeah, there we are.
All right, yeah, I think the site. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, we all just went offline and came back online. There we go.
Although I don't see Nico, but nah.
You know what? He'll catch up. All right. You know what? It's fine. Oh,
You know
there
what I want to do now, Ed? I want to go upstairs.
Good. I'm so glad. Okay. So there we go. All right.
Maybe
So
I'll let someone else do something first.
yeah. So Felix. So you're sort of looking around the place, kind of go through his ashes. You notice that the sun disk that's hanging above the fireplace is gold, like it's pure gold. And you're like, oh, that's probably worth some money.
I'd like to make a stealth check to grab it.
All right.
I don't think you need to. No one was in the room.
Yeah. I mean, they were downstairs. Like, there's nobody here,
Okay.
but it's just you and Jeff, unless you're trying to hide it from Jeff.
I rolled a 12. So
Oh, Jeff, face the corner. Face the corner, Jeff. All right. So you pull it off the wall, and it's probably worth 700-800 gold.
Wow, nice.
Okay. I will
and
try
when
to
you-
stash that.
And when you pull it off, there's a little alcove behind it
Ooh.
that contains a potion of a superior potion of healing.
Nice.
Ooh,
That's 8d4 plus 8.
nice.
Wow.
And it is stored in a crystal flask with electrum filigree on it that you think itself is probably worth 250 gold.
Wow, nice.
So I'll add them as separate things in my inventory. The container and then the health potions. That way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
What's that? Oh. Okay. So, all right. So you guys outside. Let me see here. You guys see. So you go outside, and you can now hear the crying, which Boomer, you probably didn't really hear in your very focused anger as you were making your way up the token. We'll just use one of these. That'll be fine. Oh, there we go. Okay. You hear crying coming from the far side, of the courtyard, and it's getting louder.
I'll head that way.
Yeah. So you walk. You walk over, and so the inside the little pin, sort of here.
That's not right. That's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
It has to be 15,
Amazing.
30. It has to be 30 feet radius for me, I think.
Yeah.
That seems way too huge.
No, that's 30.
That's
That's
great.
right. If it's 5 feet per square,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
legit.
fucking huge.
Actually, isn't that 35?
That looks like
Hey.
35.
It says
Yeah.
30 on my end.
Oh, alrighty then.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it says 30.
What do I see in the pin?
Inside the pin, you look and you see there's a child who is there's a child in there who you don't recognize because you were gone.
Okay. I'll break open the pin or attempt to.
Yeah, so you bust open the lock, and when you do, the kid kind of scrambles back into the far corner of the pin and begins like crying hysterically when you bust the thing. And you notice that the kid has bite marks on him. The kid has bite marks on him and scratches, and like he's kind of beat up.
I'll attempt to calm the kid. You're safe now. No more danger.
Give me a charisma persuasion check. See how calming you are.
How soothing the muscle-bound, blood-splattered barbarian
let's
is.
Let's see how calming I am.
Can't calm them with your strength.
That's called something else.
Well,
calm. Shh.
I mean, that's not a horrible roll, but it would have been a 13.
Yep.
But now it's a 12.
The 12. Yeah. So you don't
I'm
make
like,
it.
You're safe.
Yeah.
All right, Lenny.
It's going to eat you.
You don't make it any worse. The kid doesn't start crying like any worse.
All right.
And then Kavan is like, "Who are you, Mr. Nanny? Like, what are we doing?"
Quiet. It's quiet time.
And the kid looks at your talking axe, and he's a little freaked out by this.
No. It's
You try to do a
That's
little
all walk
impromptu
in.
puppet show with it.
Gaston will walk
Look,
in.
where's the
and,
monster? He's behind you. Oh,
Yeah.
no, he isn't.
oh no!
offer the kid some burrito. Burrito?
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah. Get some burrito in my
Strangers.
It's not candy. It's a burrito, man.
So
Is it a
wrong.
burrito
I'm not
candy?
getting in your cart.
Here, climb on my dragon.
Yeah.
All right, so Askern, you've now arrived. Boomer, you want to let Askern maybe get in there?
Yeah. I'll tag Asgard in.
Let the huge 8-foot tall dragon.
Dragonborn.
This is all you, man.
All right,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. So okay, can you give me a persuasion check there, Askern?
Yeah. I need to find my dice. I forgot this game. You have to use dice.
You can roll in astral.
No, I have my dice with me. Oh, I crit that shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So the Dragon Man comes up, and
Come, child, you're fine.
yeah. So the Dragon Man comes up, and you sort of reaches out a hand, and talking in a soothing voice,
Like a Barry
possibly
White.
by his deity. Sort of gets down and sort of reaches out a clawed hand, and strangely enough, the child, even though Askern is sort of monstrous, to the kid, he sees this as sort of a fairy tale creature, sort of a creature that possibly his parents told him stories about dragons, and he seems to have some sort of instant sort of kinship with Askern, and the kid runs up to
dragon.
the kid runs up to
is
you
fluffy.
the kid runs up to you, Askern, wraps his arms around your neck and goes, "Bopey, you're here!"
Oh, cool. My name is Askern, buddy.
He goes, "Quiet, Bopey." And he's like sort of petting you, like sort of petting the back of your head.
And it feels good.
And he goes, I knew you would come to save me, Bopey.
I'm at lost for words, but yeah, sure.
And so you managed to sort of like pick the kid up out of the pin, and like the pin is filthy and disgusting, and the kid probably has like some shit on him and whatnot from like being stuffed into this pin.
Hey, Bopey, you want to ask him how long he's been here and where his folks are?
I'm pretty sure he has ears. Child.
I know Bopey.
Child, how long have you been here?
And he says, I'm not sure. I was those creatures, and he starts like crying, like big fat tears start rolling down his face. He goes, they took me from my mom. Ah! And he starts, just full on wailing again.
Oh, good job, Boomer. You made him cry again.
Why don't you ask him what his biggest fear is?
Is it my new chainsaw and hockey mask?
Well, you better get on that, Bopey.
Do you? I asked the kid if he lives nearby.
He was yeah, I'm from the village. Down. And he sort of points a shaking finger back down towards the direction of the village.
Oh.
Oh. Awkward.
Do you want to meet my battle rhino? Yeah, I'm gonna call him. I'm not taking him back to the village, dude. It's all fucking destroyed.
Does it say free candy on the side of the rhino?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So you. Yeah. So you. Yeah. Do you summon your battle rhino?
Oh, he's already been summoned. We're pulling the wine.
Oh, did you bring him up here with you?
No, we left him at the gates.
Yeah, we left.
Oh, okay. So he
But I can call him to me.
just this. You hear this sort of like like just sort of shaking the ground. And the kid, when your battle unicorn comes through the gate. The rhino comes through the gate, and the kid squeals with delight at seeing this. And he goes, "Bopey, you have a friend!"
Yes, I do. I go and sit him in. I go and let him ride on top of the rhino for the time being while we figure out what we're gonna do.
All right. Okay. What are you guys still inside doing? You guys gonna come out, or what are we doing?
I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, I'm coming out. Join the group.
I'm coming out.
Okay. So I'll get to you in a minute, Nico. Felix, you recognize that kid instantly. As it's not very often you see a child raised from the dead.
Yep. I'm just going to look away, not make direct eye contact.
Smart.
Is the kid kind of freaked out by his... Oh, no, because you disguised yourself, didn't you? So you don't look melty anymore.
No. I'm back to looking like death. I'm not going to waste a spell slot on that for a kid.
Yeah, that's fair.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'll just have my kind of cloak drawn and sulk against the wall, I guess.
Skippy hasn't met this kid, right?
No.
No. The only people that have met him is Felix.
Okay.
And his
And the
parents.
abbot.
They're gone. And the abbot.
Does Skippy realize that Felix kind of starts like I'm curious who this kid is, and it kind of looks like Felix is a little bit stressed.
Give me an insight check, Skippy.
20.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure. It's like you're looking at Felix, and you're on his like flesh side, and you're like, oh, he looks a little paler than normal. Like that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell that he's a little stressed out. Like he's a little weirded out.
Mm-hmm. Anything you want to add to this, Felix? Any information to share?
The boomer saying the kid is alive.
Oh.
Hey!
Nico, what are you doing there?
There you
go.
Where am I? Okay.
Yes.
You can whisper, Boomer. I can hear you.
Boomer shouting out loud.
Well, he came up right next to me also.
Yeah.
Subtle. That's brilliant. That is very
Eight
Boomer.
charisma.
Boomer, that is the child from the mother that was cut down.
Oh. You got this, right?
What are you talking about?
The walking corpse wizard?
Don't ask me direct questions.
The kid needs the father figure.
Yeah.
Felix, the necromancer.
The child should be dead.
Be occupied with Bopey.
Who's a Bopey?
Asgard's Bopey now.
Huh?
The child is delusional and has called Asgard by a silly name for comfort.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Cool story, bro.
anyways, which way to Strahd's castle?
Anyway.
Did you say that out loud?
I'm more or less whispering.
Oh, okay.
Which
Just want
way
to make
to
sure.
Strahd's castle?
Boomer whisper, so they hear him the next county over.
Yeah, I'm trying to message him, and he's like whisper, like no, like a real whisper, Boomer.
No, like a real whisper.
I am whispering. This is the lowest my voice goes.
God.
Yeah. All right. So,
Awesome.
all right, Nico. So you're upstairs. So you guys decide what you're gonna do with that kid.
Well, we gotta take him to the next city.
That's vampire bait.
All right. So
How do I know that though?
Pretty much
That was
every
supposed
place
to be
we've
my
been
inside
except
voice.
the winery has undead. And they have were-ravens. So this whole place is messed up. I like it.
Where's the father?
That would
Where's
be
the
Nico.
father?
He doesn't have a father anymore.
Whatever happened to the Burgomaster anyway?
well, what happened to the Burgomaster, Felix?
Can't answer direct questions. That's
Well,
what I said.
Nico doesn't ask you that because Nico's upstairs doing something. So don't worry.
All right. So Nico.
We don't know.
Yep.
So the wooden stairs climb 20 feet up to a loft with a pitched roof and a door in the center of the south wall. Lanterns hang from the rafters and a rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead. The room is filled with the sounds.
You know what? I think I read this
Filled with the
wrong.
sounds of beautiful music. A melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much-needed warmth to the otherwise freezing room. A black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table. The music does nothing to stir it.
I pull the black shroud off the body.
So you pull it off, and you come to find out it's actually a bunch of disassociated limbs.
Nice.
It's a puzzle person.
You can give me a Arcana check if you want to figure out sort of what's going on here, or a medicine check.
That is a 15.
Arcana or medicine.
Arcana.
Given what you saw downstairs and what you're seeing here, you're pretty sure this would have been golem number 3.
Okay. Nice. Abbott's been busy. I'm going to toss the room for anything valuable.
Yeah, there's nothing up here but body parts, and you see there's a bed up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure. You don't think the abbot slept here for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Oh no, I did. There was the guy. There was that little like hunched.
Yeah.
The little hunched guy.
Yeah,
who was
you
up
had
here.
seen. Yeah, you had seen
Yeah.
here before. Yeah.
So there's nothing. There's nothing here. Basically,
No.
I toss the bed and everything. Just nothing.
Yeah, you think if you hung out here much longer, you'd probably get fleas or some other.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go and check out that door on the south wall.
Okay.
Oh, it just opens. No.
Yeah, just a door.
Oh, okay.
Why,
No,
why are you always so mistrustful?
oh wow. Okay. There's actually quite a lot up here. What's in here?
Oh, yeah, almost like I got to do something. So, yeah, you come out here, and so you look down, and you can see everybody in the courtyard below you.
Okay. Oh, is this like a walkway around the?
Yeah, around the courtyard. So you can see the kid. They're holding a kid.
I don't recognize the kid, presumably.
You do not recognize the kid. You recognize Bopey and his battle unicorn.
Okay. What are these things around the mezzanine? Walkway?
Dummies.
dummies.
Scarecrows, yeah.
Scarecrows. I would like to stealthily make my way to the other doors over here.
Okay. So you make your way over. So you make your way over here, and you're able to open that door fairly easily.
Yeah. Ooh, what the hell is in here?
So in here, so yeah, you go in that door.
Yep.
So there's a wooden counter shaped like an L, stands at the front of this it looks like it was sort of an office.
Yeah.
And all the other furniture is just sort of rotted away. The desk is the only thing that's there.
I'll check around. Yeah, I'll check the desk for any hidden compartments or anything of value, as is Nico's MO.
Give me an investigation check.
6.
You didn't find anything.
Like you're not even
Just given
trying.
the state of the room,
Yeah.
you're like, you would be very surprised if there was anything valuable in here.
Okay. What about this door over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lots of beds. Interesting. Yeah, I'll quietly toss this room as well. Just quickly, rummage around, see if there's anything under or underneath mattresses, underneath beds.
Okay. So you move into where the beds are. Yeah. Hold on. No, that's not what I want. There it is. There it goes. Okay. So, as you move in, sort of in over here looking at the beds.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Running a little bit slow. There they are.
Oh, shit. This looks bad.
Within 120 feet, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, my landlord's just turned up. Just give me hold that slightly terrifying ring of specters. I'll be right back.
So what Nico has just discovered as he moved into this room is that this room is actually haunted.
Uh-oh.
And there are 6 shadows that inhabit this room.
Nico, want to do diplomacy?
Yes, the insane undead are often very diplomatic. Embroiled in, landlord discussions, which, God, that guy's a piece of work, man. Has Matt, kept you guys, have you guys heard all that's going on with this?
Not really.
Just the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned some stuff about wanting the landlord wanting to raise the rent. And,
it's a whole thing. Yeah, he'll tell you about it. It's a whole thing.
When he said landlord, I thought he was talking about his wife. Because honestly, I'm like, oh, my landlord's here, gotta go. If my wife came in, I could totally see myself saying that. I didn't actually mean I had no idea he was being factual.
No, his literal
yeah.
landlord, yeah.
Wow, Askern, I mean, how long we been sitting here? Maybe about 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, so I mean, so now you guys, you sort of got the kid. You guys can sort of talk about what you guys think you want to do with the kid, or even just sort of talk about what you guys want to do next.
Well, I would notice that Nico's not here because given that he's the only trustworthy one so far to me.
Oh,
I've been trying to pry Felix information about where Strahd's castle is.
I don't know where the cat, or do I?
So you've actually seen it, Boomer. When you guys were in Barovia, it was the big castle, the big scary-looking castle up on the mountain above Barovia.
Do I know how to get there?
Yeah. So you came. Actually, you've made this trip a couple of times now. You know.
Once unwilling.
Yeah. Well, once by wolf. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know how to get. So yeah, you know if you head east of here, at the east end of the valley, is the village of Barovia, and sort of up above the village, like on sort of the mountain behind the village, that's where Strahd's castle is. You've seen the castle, like you haven't been to it, but you've seen it from the village. You know, like every now and again, clouds would kind of part.
And there's a village east towards Strahd's castle, right?
So the village, sort of right smack in the middle of the valley, is Wallachia, or Wallachia, you know, depending on how you pronounce that, is right smack in the middle of the valley. And that's where you guys met first. You know, after you.
Oh, that's Nico, where all the upside down crucifixions happened, right? Where Strahd, because I said we were here to stop him, and
no, different village. That's a different one. That was a smaller village that you guys. That's in between. I was in between Wallachia and Barovia. There was a smaller village.
Okay.
That's when you guys walked through and you found all of the, the road was lined with upside down crucified men, women, and children as you moved towards the town. Because
Wallachia is the party city, right?
That's the party city. That's the one where they have festivals. Like the burgomaster's like, if we all smile, because vampires hate smiles. So let's keep the party going.
So we're heading there.
Does that place have?
That's what I tell the group.
Does that place have a blacksmith or a smith in general?
You think they would? You think Wallachia would?
Well, I also let Asker know that like all I need is a forge, and I can do any blacksmithing you need.
Okay, well, fucking yeah. Well, because I already let them know what we need to do to get this stake fixed.
Right. Yeah, you've sort of been thinking about it, been really sort of concentrating on it. And your god's been talking to you about it a little bit, and your god's like, "I know a storm god. Let me get back."
And then then I also asked the frog person, "Hey, where's our leader at?"
We were down. We were down with some getting some wine, and then I didn't see him after that.
Oh, he's probably still drinking.
I think he's probably still inspecting the.
Should we go investigate, guys?
Yeah, we should probably go retrieve him because we need to leave.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
All
we
right.
can go and should we go and like shout up the stairs? That would be my usual tactic with Matt.
I'll go
within
search
120 feet, right, Ed?
What's up?
He's within 120 feet of Felix.
He
Nico?
is. Hold on. Where are you? Give me a second.
Right here.
You're there. He is within 120 feet, just barely.
Okay, I'll point in that general direction and say, Nico, it's time to leave. Grab your whatever you're stealing and let's go.
And you don't need to see him, right?
No, if I'm familiar, you can. I'm pretty sure. Because it says you can go through stuff. I can't. 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of thing that are 3 feet of wood blocks.
Oh, then you can't send it to him. There's
Okay,
too much
never mind.
stone in the way.
What? I got static back.
Who wants to stay with the child while I go retrieve her?
I'll go search for Nico.
I reckon both of you
Okay, so hold
needs
on.
to stay with the kid.
So Nico's going to have to go through a couple of rounds of combat before you guys find him.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
I'll stay here
I
with the kid
missed.
and offer him burrito.
So yeah,
No
now the
problems.
kid's sort of calmed down and he's riding around on the battle unicorn, on Bopey's battle unicorn. He gladly takes some of your burrito.
Yeah, man, telling you, burrito diplomacy wins all wars.
See, if we had the that one, the Rick and Morty episode, it was really pretty obvious when you think about it, Treaty. Okay, so so he's munching happily away on the burrito, which at this point the burrito, you notice, is filled with it's sort of a piri chicken. Like it's got a sort of that spicy sort of red chicken with pineapple.
Ooh,
Yeah,
dang.
it's
Totally
actually pretty good.
jumping on this one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, Frog, I should heal you.
Oh, yes, please.
I think she has a name.
Nah.
I've actually really never spoke to Frog, so
I guess, yeah, Boomer, I'll cast second cure wounds on you.
Skippy's like, look, the
13.
less that you guys know my name, the better. When this all shakes out, like,
I'm happy with.
all right. And they just go,
All
yeah,
right.
there was a frog person, and Skippy's like, well, I mean, there's a lot of frog people. Like, I don't.
All right.
Hashtag not
No,
all right.
indistinguishable features.
Deb, I'll allow you to roll your 2d8s. I'm gonna use 2 level cure ones.
Okay, cool.
2d8 plus 8.
Ooh. 21.
Nice.
Thank you.
And then who else looks kind of?
Oh, William or Miller. Yeah.
Everyone else looks fine for the most part.
Oh, Matt signed off.
Oh, good.
Oh, I guess Matt died.
The shadows.
It was
got him.
inevitable. Yeah.
Let me see if I can get a message to him. And this. Oh. So that's a reduction of 7 to his strength. And he would have taken 7, so 13. 17 damage in that first round of combat and had his strength reduced by 7.
Nice.
I think some coins are going to be holding them down here.
No. All right. Well, it's really hard to do this without him here. Because man, that's a rough round for old Nico.
Am I going to waste my resurrection on Nico?
I hope not. There's a small caveat where, like, I mean, like you go to do it, it's all really like this is the soul bringing back, like this one specifically. Because I really wanted this to play out because he walked right into it. Oh, now I really hate his landlord.
Yeah, so why hasn't he moved already?
He is. He's moving first of the month.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he found a house like a block, like a block, west. Yeah.
Then my
A
question
block.
is why is the landlord stressing him then if he's already
Sorry.
Hello.
Averted.
Okay. Am I dead already?
Nearly.
Almost.
Yeah, you died.
Okay,
Super dead.
good.
Theoretically.
All right. So Nico, go ahead and roll initiative.
Good start.
Hopefully kill one of those right off the bat on your first turn.
25.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, 25.
All right, love you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, 25.
25. All right, and then I'm going to need you to give me a perception check.
13.
Ooh. All right. Let's see. So that's gonna be... All right. Let's see how they do. How stealthy are they? How stealthy are shadows in a dark room?
I am a shadow in a dark room.
I told you he hid in one of those shadows.
You're about to be. All right. So they are going to get a surprise round on you, which they already took.
Awesome.
You got critted twice.
Oh my god, what?
The rest didn't hit you though. So out of 6, just 2 crits. So, the cold hand of these shadows sort of reaches out and grabs you, and you can feel this deep, just bone-chilling cold seep into you, like it's seeping into your soul. And
Left of it.
You will take 17 necrotic damage.
Ow.
And your strength is reduced by 7.
By 7? Oh
Yeah.
My God.
Oh.
Fuck.
Other modifier, minus
That's really
7.
pissed you left.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm upset at your landlord, but I'm taking it out on you.
Ow.
As your strength goes down, does it mean you can't carry so much of your loot as well? Do you have to start sacrificing bottles of wine? That's the most painful thing.
Suddenly,
Actually, it does say I'm over my carrying capacity. It says so.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Thanks, Deb.
Nico's
Sorry.
moral dilemma: the wine or the coins?
I can still move though, right?
Yeah, so you're encumbered, so basically your speed is cut in half.
Okay.
It's a slow dash.
Over carrying capacity. Oh no.
Like watching a 7-year-old carrying a bucket of bricks running.
Yeah. Okay, great, good, awesome.
All right. Most characters don't usually have to worry about it. All right, Matt. It is now Nico's turn.
Do I don't get to use a reaction against the surprise round, right?
No. Yeah. So basically, these things. You came in and you were sort of like rifling through the beds and whatnot, and these things just sort of rose up out of the shadows. Like the shadows just basically took form.
Right.
And then attacked you. And now you're like, whoa, and you look around and they're all around you.
So I'm going to think say, "Oh, I need to get out of here!" And I guess I'll hear maybe Riven say, like, "Oh, okay, like, maybe I'll help you this once."
Riven, Riven's like, "Oh yeah, we gotta go, man."
I will cast Misty Step, and I will teleport out of the room. Can I see out of this window? What's out of this window?
Yeah, you can see out those windows. You can see out the. It's basically the ground outside the abbey.
I will teleport outside onto the ground.
What's the range on Misty Step?
It's something I can see within 30 feet.
I have Featherfall.
Let's see.
I might not cast it on you, but I could.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry, you can't see out the windows. The windows are boarded up.
Oh, okay.
The windows are boarded up, but the door's still open.
Yeah, so I'll teleport 30 feet to here.
Right.
And then I will dash, which gives me my normal movement back, I guess, of 30 feet. Because I'm encumbered, right? So
you are encumbered. Yeah, you are. Suddenly,
yeah.
The coin is very heavy.
So basically, I just sort of stumble out, like fall out of this door.
Right.
Just go. Oh, I'm being attacked! Help! And kind of fall onto the side of the mezzanine, shouting at the rest of the others.
All right. Yeah. So you come out there. Give me a dex check, real quick.
He's fine.
23.
Yeah. So you manage not to fall off the mezzanine as you come stumbling out, just weighed down. You're sort of
completely enfeebled by these things. Yeah.
You're basically making this Misty Step full on scramble away, but you manage to stop yourself before you stop, and then you turn around and look.
Yeah.
And you see sort of as if there's sort of a barrier in front of that door. The shadows are just sort of pressed up against it and sort of roiling. And then you look back, and they just sort of fade away back into the sort of the gloom of that room.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, if he runs out like that, I start running up to wherever he's at.
Yeah. Could we hear him shout?
Oh yeah, you guys can see him now.
Okay.
So he comes out. So he's actually here. Let me show you where he's at. Let's move you, Nico.
Yeah.
So he comes out. Character here. Nico. So he's standing right up here. So he's up on a balcony above you guys, sort of right up here.
Yeah.
Roll me.
Where is he?
North of you, north and east.
Boomer, throw me up.
Oh, up there. Okay.
I thought you were right above where you were at.
Yeah.
Up the stairs.
Okay.
I snuck around the mezzanine thing.
Okay, got you. Mm-hmm.
Boomer,
can I jump up?
Yeah, you can jump up there, Boomer. Oops.
I'll grab the cleric and jump up there. Oh!
Do you tell the cleric you're going to do this before you do it?
How high is this?
The walkway is 20 feet above.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and try to climb that. I don't know. I have no idea how he got there.
Your Askern's gonna try to climb it.
Yeah.
All right.
He's got claws.
Yeah, I actually do got claws. I actually picked up that.
All right, give me a strength athletics check.
Don't you weigh 400 pounds or something?
Yeah,
that's a lot of dudes.
But I'm also I'm pretty strong.
He's an athlete.
You're saying Eddie Hall can't climb a wall?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution check for the wall.
Okay, so my first roll is 14 plus. You said athletics?
Strength athletics, yeah.
Let's see here. 18.
Yeah, so you managed to sort of like haul yourself up there. The wall, like some of the wall, like kind of crumbles and falls out as you're like scrabbling your way up there. It's not like a super graceful climb, but yeah.
Oh no, I'm not making it look graceful.
But you managed, like
I'm making this hard to watch.
Everybody else is going, oh, okay, but nobody. You notice nobody moves to like get underneath you.
I'm having this Anna climbing the cliffs on the way to see Elsa scene.
Right.
I cast Mage Hand to try and help turn up. Just on his back.
Right, just to give him a little push. Yeah.
Keep him against the wall.
I just need that first step up. I got the rest.
I just need that first step up. I got the rest.
All right, do I need to make another roll?
No. You got it. So yeah,
Okay, cool.
you like haul yourself up there onto the balcony. Yeah. So see that dashed line on the map?
Yeah.
That's where the balcony is.
Okay.
So I grabbed Gaston and jumped up there.
Awesome.
All right, Gaston, are you surprised by this?
Nope. I asked him to throw me up. He jumped up with me instead, so close enough.
Ed,
Yeah.
I made a mistake. When I read it hella quick. It's at level 18 that it becomes a 30-foot one. That's why I put it back at 10.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and put that back to 10 then.
Yeah, that's why I put it. That's why I put it back to 10.
I was like, oh, how did it get reset? That was weird. All right, so 18 is when that happens. All right.
Yeah.
10 sounds good.
All right.
It just added another ability to the aura. That's all it did.
What's it now? Oh yeah, you can't be frightened now, right?
Yeah, it can't. Yeah, or anyone within my aura can't be frightened either.
Nice.
Right. So it can't be charmed or frightened.
Wait, wasn't it like at 20 something originally?
10 feet.
No, it's always been 10. Yeah.
Oh.
But after this game, Ed's gonna boost me to level 18 so I can get that 30-foot one.
Turns out, rescuing that kid was worth 100,000 experience points.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll take him to 18.
Well, the thing is, it's not like you're not really you didn't really earn the points. I just redistributed them, and because Nico decided to go upstairs, he lost a bunch of points. So I just redistributed them.
Yeah, I think I should have got experience for every 20 foot I climbed.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so yeah, you guys are up there. Nico is looking very sort of like wasted.
Yeah. The room is cursed. The room is cursed.
So should I fix you or fix the room?
Me, fix me.
Does he point at that room?
Yeah, he's sort of pointing back through the thing, and you can see, like, you look through the gloom, and you can see what looks like, shadows that are moving unnaturally, given that the light isn't shifting at all. You're seeing shadows move.
Would I know what these are?
Give me an Arcana check.
Greater restoration on Nico.
Woohoo!
Arcana check.
You don't think restoration would do this?
It doesn't remove any reduction to one of the target's ability scores?
Oh, does... let me see.
Third bullet down on the 5th level spell. It only fixes one ability score, but any reduction to one of the target's ability scores.
Oh, then yeah, it'll work. Never mind.
Woo! I reclaim my woohoo.
All right, so Arcana, does 18 make it?
Yeah, so you look in there and you think these are shadows.
So to me, these are basically like lost souls.
Yep.
Well, they need to put the rest. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my new bend angle sword and walk up in that room.
Does Greater Restoration do anything other than remove my strength modifier? Does it do anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
It makes you feel better.
Thank you very much. I feel better already.
Askern, wait.
There's lots of options, but it only does one of those options.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, Askern. So are you? Or let me move you now. Stupid madness. You have to explore everything.
Sorry.
All right. So
Askern, before you go in there, do you want protection from good and evil?
That always helps.
All right. I'll pop one of those on him before he goes in.
All right, Askern. So yeah, you come through the door.
It's dark. Oh, there I am.
And you got the sun sword out.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you see as you sort of approach and the sun sort of glowing, the sort of the radiant light is going out. You can see the shadows. The unnatural shadows that you had noticed are like retreating away from the light of your sword.
Oh, good. Now it's time to put him to rest. So is it through this door right here? Oh yeah, I see shadows now.
All right. Okay, so you're coming in with your sun sword lit. Give me a initiative check. Initiative roll.
Oh, can we just have them go first so we know it's gonna be low?
I mean, I'm assuming so, but yeah, we can check.
Oh, I've been rolling decently in like double digits, and I just rolled a fucking 1 right now.
-4?
-4, yeah.
Wow.
No, -4. Or -3. So yeah, -2.
About the same thing as a surprise round?
Just about, yeah. So the shadows are going to sort of swarm towards you, even though you have this the sunlight, although they're not, you can see them. And they're going to attack, but each of them is now, you can tell they're having difficulty sort of existing in the bright light of your sword.
All right, they have disadvantage on attacks against me?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
that's
they
protection from good and evil.
They also have it. They would have disadvantage from your sword as well.
Sweet. So, yeah.
Double disadvantage.
First one really misses. Second one. Would have crit, but doesn't happen. Third. Oh, another crit. Doesn't happen.
Gee, what are you rolling? Like you've just rolled like 4 crits against these things.
Your AC is like 21, right?
21, yeah.
Yeah, so the fourth one doesn't hit.
Boy, nice.
Fifth one doesn't hit. And the sixth one doesn't hit. So yeah, they all sort of come up, and they just sort of, you can feel like a pressure against you, but it's more like just sort of a wind, like just like you feel like these things are just sort of fanning you.
Which feels really nice because there's a lot of work like climbing up here.
Right. You're like, oh, it's nice. But none of the shadows, like none of them managed to actually hit you.
All right, sounds good. And now it's my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and step in. Jesus, why can I not move my guy? And attack the first guy right here.
Okay.
So, I need a roll.
Nico, were you going to get back in here?
Yeah, I'm feeling better, so I might...
28 for my first attack.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
And 7 plus 6. That's math. That's 13.
And you're doing that sword does radiant damage, yeah?
Radiant damage, yeah.
Yeah, so they're taking double damage. So yeah, you hit the soul, and you hit the shadow, and you hear this sort of this wailing sound as it just sort of dissipates into the ether.
Good,
Nice.
good. Could I actually move one more step here and attack this guy now?
Yep.
All right.
Second verse, same as the first.
Does 18 hit?
Yes.
Nice.
And then yeah, so you'll kill it because you're gonna do double damage. So.
Yeah, because I rolled another 7, so 13 damage.
And these are undead.
Oh, nice.
So don't you do
Double damage.
more damage to undead?
Yeah, another D8, I believe.
Yeah, so you're just walking through these things. Okay. All right. So that was your turn.
Nice.
All right. So those two shadows are gone. This shadow.
I'm Poopy, the Shadow Slayer.
Boopy the Shadow Slayer. All right, so yeah, this guy's going to come up, and he is going to attempt to hit you. No. This guy is going to attempt to hit you. Ooh, wait. 21 is your AC?
Right on the dot.
It will hit you. Oh, no. So it is going to hit you for... it will reduce your strength score by 2.
Okay.
And it will hit you for 3 damage.
I was gonna, I would try and fight back with these things when I don't know where we are in the turn sequence, but
doesn't hit. And doesn't hit. Yeah. So the other 2 don't hit you. Sort of gathered around you here. They don't hit you. So yeah. So your strength score goes down by 2, and your hit points go down by 3. Or sorry.
So I to modify it. Do I go other modifier and -2?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And then your hit points go down by 5.
Oh, by 5.
Yeah, 5. I said 3, but there's a +2, so 5.
All right. So I'm at 64. All right.
Asker, your turn.
Okay, for my bonus action, I guess I'm gonna use a spell slot because I don't want to get hurt.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith. So now I'm at 23.
Nice.
Oh, why did I do that? Okay, and then I'll go ahead and attack the one that hit me. I rolled a 19. 29.
Attacking the one that hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. And so he's dead. Poof.
Nice.
And then the one on top of me. 18.
Hits.
And then, yeah, he'll be dead too.
He's dead. All right. Okay, Nico. If you want to charge heroically back in.
Well, I'm kind of lying on the floor at the moment, feeling better, but I think I'm just gonna roll over and just sort of rage, just sort of scream at whatever. How many shadows are left now?
There are 2 shadows left.
I'm gonna direct a beam of Eldritch Blast at each of them.
When you do this, do you yell like you're in rage?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Good.
It sounds like a high pitched. It sounds like a high pitched scream.
I want to do something after that.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so do you come in into the office area, or do you just lay on the mezzanine and
No, I'm just laying in the mezzanine and just ah.
Okay, so yeah, all right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
So it's 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch blasting.
Yeah. So that is a 26 and a 22.
Neither of those hit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, those hit.
Okay. So that will be... that is one of them takes 1 whole damage and one of them takes 6.
Wow. Thanks for contributing to that.
Yep.
All right. So one will take 1 damage.
1 damage.
The other one takes 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Was it even worth noting?
I didn't actually write it down. I mean, I said the words to make Matt feel better, but I didn't actually
Can I do something, Ed?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. Seeing this, I will be inspired and grab a hold of Nico and be like, "Yes, brother."
You gonna toss him in there?
Your rage. Oh, come with me. We have many to kill.
Oh, okay.
And I will grab him, and we will jump into the fray.
Yay!
No.
And I would like to rage.
All right. So
right.
This is how you get angry.
Nico gets drug in here along with Boomer.
Yes. Now I can see what's going on.
So you guys show up. You see two shadows moving here. The shadows, having recognized Nico, immediately sort of go, oh. They move over here like that, and they are going to attack Nico.
Thanks. Thank you.
Crit.
Yeah, double crit.
No, only one hits. With
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So I'll use my reaction to cast shield.
Yep, good. Yeah, so you're basically just like drugging her. Nope. Boomer, you notice that Nico's screams of rage have changed slightly. Like they're a little higher. Yeah, a little higher than what they were before.
Well, he's human, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a human thing.
Yeah, maybe that's how they rage. You don't know.
Yeah. I mean, who am I to judge?
You also smell a distinct smell coming from Nico that doesn't smell like rage. But again, you smelled it before. Maybe that's how Nico rages.
Yeah. So angry I couldn't control my bowels anymore.
Right.
Your pee smells like rage pee, right?
That's right.
It's an angry smelling whiz. Yeah, so you see these shadows sort of collide against your shield, Nico, as you've got a desperation.
Yeah.
All right, both shadows. They miss Nico and Boomer. Asker, you're up.
All right, gonna attack the shadow that's right in front of me.
Yep.
And 23.
Yeah, hits.
And then the second attack.
Yep.
Actually, I think I missed. 14.
Nope, still hits.
Wow.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it's dead. Yeah. So this house is clear.
Great job, Askan.
Yes, that was good. Good job, Nico.
Good job. Boomer drops Nico. Like, you're still carrying him like luggage. Like, you put that shield up. You were still holding him. But then Nico goes,
Well,
now that I calmed, I feel a little tired.
yeah, a little cold inside, you know.
Yeah. But it's fine. I just need some sleep.
Well,
and I see beds.
There's beds here.
Yeah, I see beds.
Yeah, there's beds. They're a little gross. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, all the mattresses are like they're rotten. Like, they're all pretty gross and moldy and.
Never mind.
But if you want to, you know.
No, I'm good.
Should we
What
call
was
the
up
others
here?
up and finish? Yeah, let's see what's so special about this room.
Yeah, they're protecting something. I'm gonna go through this first door.
Which one?
All right.
This one right here.
Fine.
The rest of you want to come up here?
Sure, I'll walk in the door. What about the kid?
Oh yeah, maybe leave Felix with the kid.
Perfect.
I see what you did there, Ed.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Sure, I'll join him.
Yeah, I'll go up.
All right, so who all's coming up?
I was
Yeah.
already up there. I just
Yeah,
need to
that's
walk in
right.
the door.
Yeah, you're already up there. So let's get Gaston up there.
So, with my current face, do I get proficiency in intimidation? Unwanted intimidation now?
You get advantage on intimidation rolls.
And probably disadvantage on persuasion.
Oh, yeah, on a lot of stuff.
Can I trade my charisma score for something else? I have a +3 to charisma. I feel like it doesn't fit with my character now.
Well, it works for intimidation, right? Like that.
Yeah.
you're
that's
fierce
true.
when it comes to things, but when it comes to the I'm gonna do the nicey nice, not so much. All right, Askern. So when you walk into that room, you see a bloodstained table in the middle of the room, and then a scream fills the room, like just this piercing, loud scream fills a room, a scream that seems to echo through time. It's followed by other fainter screams, different voices, higher pitched, lower pitched. And you think these are all people that have died here, all people that have died here under the knife, basically in what amounted to, what was supposed to be an operating room, but really just amounted to slow butchery.
Gross.
And the screams
Nice.
fade. The screams fade until there's nothing more than just sort of haunted memories.
All right, can I check the room out?
Yeah.
Gaston will climb on in here and pour a bunch of holy water and put a blessing on it and apologize to the spirits because that's all messed up.
Right. Yeah. So when you do that, you the room, which you hadn't really noticed it before, suddenly feels a little less oppressive. Like, I mean, you notice there was sort of a tension here. Like you don't notice it until it's gone. But when you do that, when you pour the water on, and you notice that when you pour the holy water onto the table, these old dried blood stains that were on there suddenly are washed away. Things that, like, by all rights, you should not have been able to get that clean. Like, I mean, this is stuff that was soaked into the wood, these old stains that were soaked into the wood, and you pour the holy water in there and perform a blessing. Like you say a blessing to this, and you're basically Gaston sort of blessing this room that that people would use such horror, like, that there was no knowledge in this room. They didn't have, they weren't looking to better their knowledge of medicine. They were basically just butchering insane people.
All right. When I'm done with the blessing, I'm going to move over into this corner and sketch the room.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 on investigation.
There's nothing of value in this room. Like, you looked around, you find a couple of like really old, rusty surgical implements. I mean, basically, it's like a bone saw and kind of a dull knife.
Okay.
And they're just rusty and gross.
That's a room of torture. I'm gonna go ahead and
let's check out this next one.
Yeah. You want to walk through it, Nico?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Well, I saw my sword out because screw that.
What's behind door number 2, DM?
All right, so you guys come in here.
Another screen?
So you come in here and you see that this room contains the wreckage of old wooden cribs.
Oh, that's messed up.
Ooh, nice.
And you, Nico,
yeah,
as you're sort of looking around, you look at the window over here.
Yeah.
And you see reflected in the window what looks like a figure in white robes, sort of like a nun in white robes, standing back in the doorway, like kind of behind Asher.
Right.
And then you turn around, you look back.
Yeah.
And there's nothing there. And then you can hear, you hear sort of like really faintly, you hear what sounds like a baby crying. But then it's gone. But then it's gone again.
Did you hear anything, Ascon?
I don't think so.
Huh. Yeah, this is a pretty dark place.
Maybe we can get my intern to come and bless this one too.
Your intern. Yeah, I guess I'll sort of have a look around, but guessing there's nothing here.
Just because I can sleep in your shoe doesn't mean I'm your intern.
We're gonna go check number 3.
All right.
Anything fancy in this room?
So you walk in, and this room is empty. Other than you see in the window over here, there's a raven perched on the windowsill.
Oh, hey there, buddy.
Is it one of the guys from the winery?
Unknown. But as you approach it, like as you approach the window, it flies out the window and it perches on one of the scarecrows out in the yard.
Well, those scarecrows are useless.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go roll investigation in here anyway, see if there's anything trapdoors or whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
18, 19, 20.
Nice.
No, there's like the room is empty. Only thing you notice is that it's got kind of a funky smell to it.
Ooh, like a lichen-y kind of funky smell.
kind of like an old death smell.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
Nico was here.
Yeah.
It's like if you get kind of close to Felix.
Yeah.
Oh,
I asked Gaston if he wouldn't mind blessing the other rooms as well, especially the infant ward here.
I'm gonna finish.
Sure.
I'm gonna finish
2 more vials of holy water, a couple more blessing rituals, and we've got some cleaner areas.
Finish tossing this this room.
So yeah, up in the main room there, there's nothing in there. Like it's all just old mattresses and gross stuff.
Nice.
You're pretty sure that the shadows were really just the spirits of people that had died
Right.
here, and they just were trapped. And
I released them.
Yeah, and you basically sent them on, well, as far as they can go in Barovia. But basically, yeah, you think that anybody that was in here kind of died the hard way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I wouldn't mind finding somewhere to have a little rest after that experience.
Yeah, same here actually.
Does the kid recognize me?
Did you go down these stairs already?
I'm actually totally good to go.
Yeah, I didn't check out these stairs.
We'll
There's a
check 'em out.
tavern in town, right? Right, Ed?
There was.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys are going to go down those stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep the sword and shield up because, shadow people.
Sure. All right, who all is going back downstairs?
I'll go down the stairs.
I'll go downstairs, but I'll stay a bit back.
So me and Skippy doing our best not to be the... no, after you. No, I insist. I insist.
I have a legitimate reason because I need to be able to use my bow.
Yeah, sure. I
have a legitimate reason because I don't want to die.
You want to be the tip of the spear, man?
I would say my reason is just as legitimate as yours.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's do this.
Nico is saying that like he's done it before.
Did you? I would want to make sure that the nursery was blessed. Would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Hold on. Let me rearrange you guys.
I lost myself again.
I think I'm outside.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We've been arranged in a skirmish line.
Yeah, hold on. It always does that.
The redcoats are coming.
Yeah. Don't fire until you can see the whites of their eyes.
But they're frogs. They don't have whites.
We have nothing to
Hey, man, I don't
fear
make the
but
rules.
fear itself. Spiders, large knives, dark.
There you go, Skippy. Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Everybody should be where they're supposed to be. All right, so you guys legitimately left that kid outside with Felix.
Seemed like the right thing to do.
And the
Does he recognize me?
boy rhino.
Well, how much of your face are you showing?
Not much.
Approximately
Probably
half.
not. So the kid is probably really focused on that rhino.
Mm-hmm.
And trying real hard not to look at you and your skeletal companion.
Because I imagine if he talks to Felix at all, that I'd be like an old-timey war vet that just tells him like the total perils of life and shit, and just like try and mentally ruin this kid.
Right? Yeah.
Really
Let me tell you something about Nom. Like, oh no. yeah, you guys walk out just as Felix is like, and then I pulled the pin and stuck it in his throat. You see the kid's just eyes are just all.
And I kept that watch safe for 11 years.
Yeah.
I wore this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
All right, so yeah, you guys. So yeah, you guys come into this area, and you can see Boomer. You recognize this area. This is where you were. This is where you met first try.
Ah, yes. A lot of memories in this room. We mustn't linger.
You guys also hear screams coming from this room as well, but they're a little different than the ones you heard before.
Which room?
No, it's just the ghostly memories of Boomer's orgasm. So it's just.
It was epic.
I guess we'll just check out the rooms as I'm walking down, see if there's anything of interest.
No, yeah, so you're looking through, and you think that this is probably where a lot of the mongrel folk were kept.
Okay.
More like cells than anything else.
I'll come outside and see how Felix is getting on with the traumatized child.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys up here, this is where the crow perched, sort of up on the scarecrow up here.
I'm gonna go check out the scarecrow.
I'll do the same.
Or where the crow perched. Yeah. So when you approach the crow, sort of like ruffles its feathers and then flies off.
What's planted in the garden?
The garden is, I'm guessing, like some winter vegetable type stuff. So nestled between. Make sure I'm looking at the right one. Yeah. So gardens. So nestled between rising and plunging cliffs are four rectangular. Oh no, not that part. Turnips.
Ah, those are nasty.
Oh,
have you ever eaten a turnip?
turnips are great.
You probably like beets too.
Yeah, but you're English, so.
Yeah, I like Marmite, so.
The rest of us have been introduced to spices.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
I just remember them being a little pungent and bitter.
The British owned most of the source of spices for quite a while.
True.
I mean, intelligent use of them.
Ow.
I mean, not in our. We didn't modify any of our own domestic recipes, but we
they just imported a bunch of folks. They just imported a bunch of folks from India and said, "Hey, you know how to make curry, right?"
Curry this turnip.
We just boil everything.
curry this turnip.
That's kind of like a sago, sort of. Yeah.
Curry this. Come on, fix it.
Why?
Fix it.
Why?
All right, well, we should probably head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll come out and I'll start. I'm going to chat to this kid.
Hey, I got myself turned around, so I don't know where the hell I'm at. Oh, there we are.
Skippy wants to bring a turnip.
All right. Bust out a
Poke the
turnip.
scarecrow just to make sure.
You poke the scarecrow. It is indeed just a scarecrow, like a rather sad-looking one that you don't think scares any crows.
Yes.
We know for a fact it doesn't scare any crows.
Yeah.
Right.
At least not actual ones that are just polymorphed, either Strahd or.
Tell you what.
I'm gonna call Mrs. Buttercup to me, my battle unicorn.
Mrs. Buttercup.
Yeah, it's actually a male unicorn or a male rhino.
Mrs. Buttercup.
Right.
Mrs. Buttercup.
Mrs. Buttercup, the fearsome war unicorn. Or,
Yeah.
battle
The
corn.
Does
fearsome
Mrs.
warrior.
Buttercup suffer from dragon asthma too?
Oh,
No.
I thought it was like a condition that was just dragon ass.
Dragon
Like, how?
dragon ass.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
It's got
I
too
was
much
like,
of
Rob,
that
that's super
dragon
clever.
ass.
Then I was like, oh, you said dragon asthma, not dragon as.
Easy mistakes, mate. Easy.
Got it. Sorry. Right.
So,
So
where are we heading back to town, or what is our plan here?
town.
We need a place with a smith and lots of electricity.
We need somewhere
head
to-
east.
We need to rest, and then we'll set out on our journey at dawn. I think.
As I recall, town had still some wandering mongrel folk.
Yeah, they were sort of moving around, sort of skulking around, looting what they could, eating what they could.
Yeah,
So
we
we can
may
rest,
want to take care of that before taking a nap.
Well, do we want to rest here? And
No.
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 I'm against sleeping in places of evil.
Yeah, we've learned from our last encounter trying to sleep somewhere.
Some of us have.
I start casting Tiny Hut as a ritual.
Ooh!
Did you just say you have a tiny what?
I start casting Tiny Hut.
Tiny hut. Yes.
Everybody's got nicknames.
What are you doing, Felix?
Shelter.
How about more than one word, Felix?
No.
He's all yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine
Got a
then.
few words for you.
Shelter. Okay. Well, seems Felix has the shelter situation under control.
Yeah. So you're casting. Is this Leoman's tiny hut?
Just Tiny Hut.
Oh, just tiny hut.
I believe it's the same thing, just one's flavored with a name in front of it.
Yeah. One of them has a copyright. So I was like, oh no, you guys all take 7 legal damage.
Yeah, 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside.
Ooh.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
10-foot radius, so it's going to be comfy.
Yeah. Cozy.
COVID rules.
Yeah, we're all going to be arrested for ignoring social
All right.
distance.
Where are you casting said hut?
I guess I'll start over here.
I was about to say, why are we doing it anywhere near this place? Why don't we do it like out someplace?
Inside over here.
You know, someplace where there might not be multiple secret passages.
Yeah, and vampires and graves.
He's already doing it.
It's defensible. It's fine.
Yeah, nothing
Those
bad
things-
ever happened in that room.
No.
You guys can stay if you want, leave if you want.
All right. So you're gonna do it inside.
Yep.
There you go. Hut.
I don't see a hut.
There we go.
Ooh,
I trust it.
cozy.
Is there any reason
Come on,
why I
Nico, over here by
can't do
me.
multiples?
Is there what?
Is there any
Hey,
reason
cool.
that I couldn't do multiples?
I don't.
Is it a concentration spell?
No.
Fire and forget. He has to be able to nap.
Let's see. A 10-foot radius immobile dome of force springs into existence around and above you and remains stationary for the duration. The spell ends if you leave the area. Oh, if you leave its area. So you have to be inside of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my battle unicorn just chill at the door, like around here.
Okay.
God, unicorn.
Yeah, now it became guardian unicorn.
I'm going to meld into stone to take a nap.
Nice.
You know, safe in force space because it takes so much of it.
All right.
All
So
right,
are you
so-
guys? So are you guys gonna? You guys are gonna take a long rest here?
Yeah,
Okay.
and a long rest. Can takes away the status effect, right, from my strength?
Yeah. Your strength goes back to normal. All right, so you guys take a rest here. Nico, while you are sleeping, you sort of curl up. So you wake up, or come to awareness, and you're sitting in a room, and the room has just these constantly shifting shadows. Like you think you can like make things out, but when you sort of focus on something, it sort of becomes sort of indistinct and black, and then sort of out of the corner of your eye, the edge of your vision, you see the shadows kind of shift, and then you think you see someone standing there, or you think you see something that you can identify, but then you look, and again, it just sort of melds into impermanence. But out of these shadows, a figure finally emerges. You recognize this figure. It is the rakish form of Riven.
Riven!
And he goes,
Good to see you again.
And he kind of laughs. He goes, yeah, we need to talk.
Is this a dream, or do any of us see or hear
No, this is sort of a dream. Yeah, you guys, like, everyone's sort of sleeping. You guys are all packed in your little force hut there. And Riven, he comes up and he goes, listen, the others and I have been talking, and this is sort of gestures, and then for just a brief second, you get the sort of the glimpse of the shortish older man and the tall woman that you sort of are sort of part of the little pact you made.
Yeah.
And he goes, look, we're becoming concerned that one, you're kind of going a little, you're not quite as dedicated to our cause as we think you should be.
What? Accumulating wealth and power? I thought I was doing pretty well.
Yeah. What are you doing in Barovia?
Well, we didn't want to be here. I mean, if there was a door, we take it.
Yeah. Look, we're a little concerned that our investment is gonna go south on us. Namely,
I mean, we can. Who's to say once Strahd's out of the picture that we can't just claim this place for our own?
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No?
No, this whole valley is kind of cursed, man. We saw what you guys, what you did in that temple. What are you doing?
Well, temples are full of cool stuff usually.
Full of dark gods. Full of dark gods. Things that we avoid even in the Shadowfell, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, Felix seemed to have that under control.
Oh God, that guy! Don't even get me started. You watch your back around him. You understand me? He's part of what we're concerned about in terms of our investment. But look, I guess what I've said is we need you to survive. We have plans for you to accomplish for us back on the material realm.
Well, if it's any consolation, most of my plans involve me not dying as well.
Yeah, it's hard to tell that from here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you a little bit more power.
Ooh.
But it comes at a little bit of a cost.
Is this kind of the thing we did earlier where I somehow managed to teleport across the room?
Yeah, kinda. Basically, we think that you need kind of a constant reminder of who you're really working for and who you really kind of owe. So we're gonna help you. We're gonna help to give you a reminder to make sure that you really remember what your main goal is. But don't worry, it comes with some benefits.
It is going well.
Okay.
Do I have a choice?
No. No. You kind of already signed on the dotted line. This is mostly just a courtesy I'm giving you to let you know that we're asserting a little bit more control. Okay?
Well, you know, you're going to do what you're going to do. You know, we're going to get wealthy and powerful. I say everyone wins.
That's the spirit. Good. So I'm glad you're on board. Glad we had this talk. Don't worry. The little reminder that we're giving you is going to be pretty subtle. I don't think nobody but you is probably going to notice. Okay.
Great. Good.
All right. Good. Glad we had this talk. And buddy, let's work on getting out of here. All right. We got a lot of work to do.
Hey, look, I've got a pleasure palace to run. Like, you know, I've got dreams for that place.
Oh, yeah, about that place.
What?
You know what? I don't want to ruin your day.
What?
Can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it from here.
Tell me.
You'll find out soon enough. Let's get out of here. Let's work on the plan, buddy. All right, ta-ta. And your the shadow sort of fades away from you, and you wake up screaming. You feel like your entire body is on fire. You feel like your skin is just crawling with fire ants. And you wake up screaming, and everybody around you, you guys are all sort of woken up by, and you've had your long rest. Like this happens, sort of the early dawn light is sort of coming in through the abbey, through the wind, through the stained glass window above the fireplace, sort of casting multicolored light across the hut. You wake up screaming. The kid who's sort of been sleeping next to you, he's screaming now. Everybody wakes up. You guys look over at Nico, who is screaming and sort of like batting at his his face and whatnot. And so he wakes up. Of course, he has no nose because he hasn't done his thing. But you see his entire body, his face, every bit of exposed skin that you can see is now covered in shifting tattoos. Think Rorschach from The Watchmen. Sort of these shifting tattoos that are, every time you try to focus on them to see what they say, they sort of shift and become indistinct and meld. And so that if you're looking at them out of the corner of your eye, you think you can almost kind of read what they say, and you almost hear sort of a whispering when you look at it. But then when you sort of focus on it, it just sort of shifts and moves into something indistinct. That's on his face. It's on his hands. It's everywhere.
Nice.
Boomer's gonna like the sound of this.
So Nico, you, when you look at it, Nico, when you focus on it, it becomes distinct.
Right.
And you can actually see messages written in it. You can actually see things written in the tattoo.
Right.
And you notice that the first thing that you notice is that when you look down, it says, "Here's what I promised." And there's three new cantrips now, or sort of spells that you didn't know are now are now in your head. That knowledge, you look at the words and you get this massive migraine headache as that knowledge is suddenly burned into your brain.
Yeah.
Nico, what did you do?
I think it must be the effect of that curse yesterday. I'm sure it'll be fine in a minute.
If Gaston hadn't done such a shit job at healing me, I'd probably be better.
And you guys think I'm the evil one?
Can I roll insight?
What's going on with all this?
I'm sure it's just I said. I'm sure it's just those specters yesterday.
Yeah, you guys can do a Arcana check.
Because this is definitely not okay.
Might be.
I rolled a 22 on deception, if that helps.
I got a 30.
30 on Arcana.
Yeah, I got 18 on Arcana.
19 plus 11.
Wow.
Okay, all right, so Aspen, what'd you get?
I got an 18 on Arcana.
Okay.
So he's still pretty good to me then.
So, yeah, you look at it, and so, yeah, he managed to Nico's deception, he sort of talks to you about it, and suddenly it starts to make sense when Nico's like, might just be this curse. This place is pretty evil, man, and bad stuff happens to good people, and maybe I had to take that hit for somebody. I absorbed a little bit of the evil, and this is the price I pay, but you know what? I'll pay it gladly, because that's just the kind of guy I am.
That's the kind of guy I am.
Don't worry, bud. I'll find a way to cure you too.
Gaston, you do not believe this. In fact, in your sort of planar hopping ways, you've actually brushed up against the Shadowfell a couple of times. And you're like, so the shifting sort of shadowy nature of those, and then the way Nico's eyes look, and a couple of other things are now starting to kind of click into place, and you go, oh, I think I see what's going on here.
Does he believe that I know what's going on? That's the question, I guess.
I'll explain it to you shortly. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So,
okay, good.
So Gaston, you've heard of mortal beings that have made pacts with other planar entities in hopes of getting power or something like that. And you're fairly certain that something like that is going on here. You think Nico, based on the sort of a lot of the shadowy stuff and the rapier when you try to put holy water on it and all that, like you're like, oh, it's all kind of coming into place, and you're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. You're pretty sure he's made a pact with an extra planar being.
I need to go talk to my intern real quick.
You have an intern?
Sure, it's you.
Oh, no, it's the other way around, buddy.
As current intern, they rhyme. It has to be you.
Well, he's using the Chewbacca defense.
The tables that turn.
Is anybody trying to calm the kid down?
No?
Yes, Boomer.
Oh, awesome. Boomer, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Offer him burrito.
Straight
Burrito
persuasion.
diplomacy, baby.
7.
Awesome.
It's all fine.
Yeah. Boomer with his jack-o'-lantern smile, hair, maybe a little bit of blood still in his beard, attempts to calm the child down. It does not help. Makes it a little worse.
Does shaking the child help?
How hard do you shake him?
Oh.
Till he
He's
quiet. Till he's quiet. Wow.
No. Shake him, Somebody stop me.
Go ahead and give me a strength check on that shake. Strength athletics.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to hold on.
Toss the kids and tell them to draw on the ground.
You what?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, all right. So yeah, you don't shake him too hard, but like you guys see Boomer like grabbing this screaming child and just going, "You're fine, you're fine."
Yeah, it just reminds me of my
slap
childhood.
Slap him. Don't just shake him. Slap him.
Boomer, please, relax. Child, be calm.
I am relaxed. You need to relax.
While they're arguing, I'll just disguise self and make myself look, my handsome, rakish self once again.
So you throw that disguise self on there.
Yep.
But it doesn't quite cover up all of the shadow tattoos. You managed to get. It looks like you managed to get them off your face, but when you look down at your hands, you still see it clearly, Nico.
Right.
Like you can't.
Yeah.
You can't hide this from yourself. The rest of you, when he does this, again, if you're looking at him out of the corner of your eye, you still think you see like these shifting patterns, but when you look at them directly, they're gone. Like you don't see it at all, and you're like, it's a little unsettling because you're like, did I see that?
I'll message Nico.
Full view of me at all times. All right.
I'll message Nico. You can't hide who you truly are.
You have no idea who I am.
Yo.
You've got an idea. Or two.
Askern, we need to have a quick chat outside.
Askern, are you going to calm down the kid or?
I'll calm down the kid.
All right, give me a.
Sorry about that. I thought my mic was on mute. But yeah. Calm down the kid.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Oh no, I actually rolled bad. Let's see here. I think it's a +7.
Ooh.
+8, 13.
13, yeah. So you actually managed to, like, the kid's not completely calm, but you managed to sort of make it a little bit better than what Boomer did. So
I did great.
you're going to ease it down between that and Gaston sort of feeding the kid. You know, everybody's a little grumpy when they're hungry. Gaston sort of passes out some burrito.
I've got a great idea. Kid, come with me. Come with me upstairs.
Oh, geez. Come on.
Oh, no.
So I lead the kid upstairs.
Oh, this is
You need more than 20 minutes?
Depends how experienced the kid is.
Oh.
So horrible.
So you're going to take him upstairs to where that dismembered body is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Just making sure I understood what you're doing.
This kid's seen plenty of horrible stuff.
Anyways,
Didn't he see terrible stuff? Like when we first found him, we did something and he did.
Where he was brought back from the dead.
He was dead when you first met him.
I know, but then we did some. I thought there was something else that was like terrible.
Oh yeah, he thought that you killed his mom.
Well, yeah, that was probably
because you guys didn't tell him that you were casting. What is it?
Feign death.
Feign death.
He thought you killed his mom.
But then she got better, and then she didn't.
then she got better, and then she got a little worse.
But he doesn't know that yet. That's fine.
Gaston, you want to chat?
Yeah, I'll explain to him what I figured out about what's going on with Nico.
Okay.
That he has made some sort of pact. I don't know if it's something local, but I believe it's attached to his sword. And that do I know of a way to break a pact forcefully?
Usually not something like that.
That's too bad.
If he entered into it willingly, it's kind of binding.
Yeah, maybe he might be willing to unbind it, and we can maybe stick him in a circle of protection forever. He won't be able to move out of the tablet area.
Just stay there forever.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
What's not to like?
Are we separate from the group?
Yes, I took you outside.
Yeah, you guys are outside.
All right. Well, I explained to him that I already got suspicion. Well, I didn't have suspicion of Nico. I mean, that's kind of new to me. But Felix for sure. I explained the other detail about the stake to Gaston, that if we actually drive it into the heart, it will destroy evil, like the evil that resides within it. And I got a feeling that Felix is that last place that we were at fucking devoured was starting to devour his soul. So once we fix it, we need to basically kill Felix and bring him back to life.
Okay, let's totally do that.
And then I don't know if that'll work for Nico, so we gotta get more information about him.
All right. Well, I'll sit there and pray for some divine inspiration of how to solve Nico's problem.
Are you looking for divine intervention?
Yeah, divine intervention. I'm asking for knowledge of how to fix Nico's problem about his pact.
Okay. Well, I mean, are you using your
using
official divine intervention?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead.
I'm asking for information.
Just information. You're not actually asking for any sort of
solution. No solution. Just the information of how I solve it.
Okay.
Okay. If you're doing that, also ask where we can gather enough, because one of the main components for the stake is we need lightning, like a very powerful source of lightning.
Well, let's see. My divine intervention, if it works, is like once a week thingy. So Well, let's definitely solve Felix's problem first, since this is new and we don't know how he's going to act. And even though Nico's been a little bit on the psycho side, he's always kept it contained.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we can trust him as much as we always have. But we definitely need to, let's focus on the Felix problem first. So let's do divine intervention, information about how to figure out how to use lightning, or where I can find lightning locally to charge the damned stake after we finish fixing it.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll your percentile dice. And we're looking for 10 or lower.
Yeah, that didn't happen. I got a beautiful 76.
Woo-hoo! All right, so you're sort of praying, sitting there meditating, calling upon Ogma, saying, "Look, I need a little help here." Ogma comes back to you, like you get this. You're not hearing words. You're just sort of gaining knowledge, right? Like it's not, no one's talking to you, but suddenly you're sort of aware of things.
He knows kung fu.
Right.
I know the word kung fu anyway. With that kind of a role.
So you get the knowledge that a storm is building. Right? It's not here yet, but there's a storm coming that you should be able to use to charge it, to charge that stake, to get it ready to use.
All right.
You sort of get the feeling that your god is working on it, basically.
Cool. All right. I will let Asker know, hey, didn't get any specifics, but my god kind of hinted there's a storm coming. No time frame, but we should probably fix the stake and rig up some sort of a lightning rod.
All right, sounds good to me.
If only we had a giant bell tower nearby.
I don't think we're trying to go. We're not trying to go back to the future here.
I don't think we can get to 88 miles an hour.
Right?
You don't know my rhino, dude.
Boomer can throw me pretty fast.
Asker can run at 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think I can.
Okay.
Where to now?
Well, we need to find it. We
head into town or something. Find a smithy or something so we can fix this stake.
I like steak.
Hey, my burrito has no steak in it this time.
I don't like that.
It's a new day. Your burrito might have something different now.
Oh, that's true. It's a new day. What's my steak? What's my burrito today?
So the burrito today. Oh, let me roll on the burrito table. Woo. So your burrito today. Is this sort of diaphanous blue material that when you bite into it is very sweet. But as you sort of chew on it, the longer you chew on it, it starts to become a little spicier and spicier. And then when you swallow it, it's actually rather hot. But but when you eat it, it's pretty good and actually quite filling. It's just texture-wise, it's very odd.
You should try this, Boomer. It kind of got the kick of dwarven whiskey.
I'll give it a try.
No, bigger bite. Bigger bite.
Can I eat the whole burrito?
No.
I think it's like infinitely large.
Did you eat the whole burrito?
Can I eat the whole burrito?
You physically could get it all in your mouth.
It would not end well.
No.
He's on challenge accepted.
No, Boomer, no.
So you snatch and eat Gaston's entire burrito?
Okay.
No, I was going to chop him off as chunk as usual.
Oh, okay.
No one touches the original, but me.
All right.
That sounds like a contest.
The source of my burrito diplomacy. I don't trust norms with it.
All right. So you cut off a piece. You don't give him the whole burrito?
No, I'll just give him a foot-long chunk.
Okay. All right.
This
So
burrito's almost taller than you.
It's
Well, it's sort of like a
endless.
burrito supreme, right? I mean, it's like that. So he can cut off like, sort of 8-inch sections and hand it out.
Nice. Oh, I have 199 hit points.
Yeah, what?
No, I wrote that in wrong.
Oh, I was about to say, holy crap, I'm in the wrong class.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Start
Going
summoning
to
my camel.
Repair the steak.
All right. So there's no smith in Krezk, or at least nothing that's functional. You think if you were to go to Wallachia, you'd be able to find something there.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's go there.
Is Nico still like upstairs with the dismembered bodies and the small child?
Yep.
Oh my God, it's
Not weird at all.
Say it.
Which way is the town from here?
East.
So can we see it from these windows in the bell tower? No.
No, visibility in this valley sucks.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I was going to say to the kid, kid, you've seen some pretty rough stuff these last few days, huh? Pretty hard few days for you.
And the kid's just sort of looking up at you. His eyes are kind of
Oh,
big.
I'm down on one knee, so I'm
okay.
the same.
Yeah, he's just sort of
level as the
looking
kid.
at you, kind of nodding.
So it could be pretty scary, right? It'd be pretty scary being in when you're.
And every now and again, he sort of keeps glancing over his shoulder at the pile of dismembered body parts on that table.
So yeah, you've seen some horrible stuff.
He's kind of he sort of looks back at the dismembered body and he goes,
"Yep, mm-hmm."
Just kind of nods at you.
Good place for a heart-to-heart.
Yeah. It seemed like it,
Yeah.
So do you feel a bit braver now? No. So I think you're going to feel. I think we've got something that's going to. We need to let some emotion out. So how about you grab hold of that rope and give it a big tug, and we'll see what happens.
What are you calling it now?
Why don't you reach in my pocket?
Oh God!
These people are wrong.
You know this is recorded, right?
Oh my God! Deb for the win!
Too easy.
Oh,
my God!
That's what she said.
suddenly I don't feel so bad about Felix. He's not that evil.
Yeah.
It's a sliding scale.
All right, so you're gonna
I'm
have
trying to help this kid.
You're gonna have him. You're gonna have him pull on the. You're gonna have him pull on the bell.
Yep. Let's show this valley we're not afraid.
Are you gonna pull on it with him?
Nope.
So the kid reaches up to the bell, and he kind of at first he just kind of sort of pulls it a little bit, and nothing really happens.
Yeah. So you need to get a rhythm. So give it a bit of a tug, and then another.
God, this is so bad.
Feel the rhythm.
This is so bad.
It's only bad if you make it bad. I don't understand.
No, it's
We got to help this kid, but why not help myself while we're doing it?
You're going to show him what works best.
That's right. I'm gonna help him with his technique. Use both hands.
god, I'm fucking crying right now, dude.
That happened?
So, all right. So he reaches up. He grabs, and then you see him kind of, he kind of listens to what you say, and he's kind of, give a little bounce, and then he gives a really hard pull down. Roll a d20 for me.
13.
What?
13.
So he pulls really hard. You hear kind of a clunk. The bell breaks loose from the top of the belfry, smashes down through the roof. It's sort of this like cacophony of wood and giant brass bell, and smashes the kid flat. And the bell is now sort of stuck in the floor, like sort of crunched down into the floor.
What did you do?
Gaston! Gaston, come quickly!
Wait, did we all hear the crash?
Oh yeah,
I think everyone in the valley
heard it,
that.
and sort of a portion of sort of off where the stairs are. You saw like some dust like comes rolling down the stairs, and we heard this sort of half of a bell ring, and then this massive crash.
So I'm going to run over and give every impression that I'm trying to get the bell off the kid.
Are you actually trying to get the bell off the kid?
Well, yeah, I'll give it a shove, but not if I think it's going to put me at any risk.
Right.
I also run to the noise, and if I see the bell and the kid, I'll try to lift the bell off of the kid.
All right.
Are the feet hanging out like in Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, his little legs. Well, they didn't really curl up. They mostly just sort of shattered and smashed.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get him some magic legs?
I'm pretty.
After running in to see this, I will grab Askern and say our priorities may need to be adjusted.
Which way's up?
I got you.
This way. Yeah.
Help me get him off. Help me get this thing off of him.
I attempt to lift the bell off.
Felix, are you coming up?
Yeah. I got some commentary to add.
Skippy, you gonna get that kid back on his feet?
I've got some healing potion for him.
Yeah. Well, if you could put his face back together, you could probably get that potion. Well, that's not how you do it, though, right? So you're gonna have to get his pelvis back together to get that potion in him.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna help.
Stupid kid! I told him not to touch it.
So I think I can lift comfortably about almost 800 pounds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you managed to you sort of heft this bell up, and you kind of give it a shake to get the bits off. And then you move it over, and there's kind of a smashed a smashed wet spot, and you can make out most of the. You can make out. Some of the skin burst a little bit, but for the most part, if you tried, you could probably get it back into a humanoid form. But you can definitely tell there was a kid there.
Is he gonna make it?
You don't get to come back twice.
Can Revivify actually save that? Like, bring the kid back at, full force?
Turns out that one doesn't reattach anything that got severed or smashed.
Okay, that's what I figured. I don't know.
Can anyone save this? I told him not to touch it. It was dangerous. I should never have turned my back on him.
Oh, in what state do we want him?
So Felix can technically.
No, Felix.
Not turning him undead.
I can fix this after a long rest and memorizing Raise Dead, but it's not one I have memorized.
I think maybe it was his time, after all.
Oh, by the way, I can't do Raise Dead because it says if it's lacking organs integral for its survival, i.e. its head, for instance, the spell automatically fails.
You don't need feet or legs.
Well, he specifically said there's something wrong with the head, so I can't.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Mostly it got smashed by a bell. That's the main issue with it right now.
Yeah, I can't fix this. Nico, what the hell did you do?
I just wanted to make sure he was going to. I wanted to make sure he was going to make it back. I just wanted to talk with him alone. And he, I knew I should never have turned my back. I told him not to touch it.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now that I'm
Doesn't matter what his role
suspicious.
is. I'm so not believing it. Right now, I'm not trusting it. Even if he was telling the truth, I wouldn't believe him.
25.
Pretty good.
Wow.
If I had advantage, I could do that.
I'll still try. Insight?
Yeah, insight. To see how well you believe.
What's his number?
25.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
I got a 14.
I got a 14 as well.
3.
Skippy's like, I guess that's what happens.
I got a 26.
What'd you get?
26.
26 insight. Wow.
Yeah, Rob, you're looking. So Gaston is sort of looking at Felix, and you sort of step back, and you're starting to notice subtle facial features and things where sort of his voice is expressing real grief and emotion, but you're looking at his eyes, and you're like, oh, it's not really touching his eyes. Like he's saying the words, he's making his motions are kind of going through it, but there's something about it. Like you're just not like you're like there's something isn't quite right here. He's not quite telling the truth.
Walk over, kick him in the shins. What did you do?
Hey, I told you. I told the kid, don't touch it.
Punch him in the balls. What did you do?
I punch Gaston in the face. Short stuff.
All right, so yeah, you're grabbing your crotch, sort of rolling over on the ground. Gaston, his fist sort of hits you in the face, a little bit of a bloody nose. So you're holding your nose, Nico. You're holding your crotch.
Yeah.
I think I won that round.
And you guys are sort of looking at this, this little exchange going on of tiny fist of fury buried in Nico's nuts, lashing out and hitting Gaston in the face.
Yeah,
I'm so imagining this like schoolyard brawl.
Yeah,
where a second grader takes on an eighth grader.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And it's probably going to end the same way.
So what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you concentrating on me when we've got this tragedy before us?
Caused by you.
We need to give this kid a proper burial.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a sponge.
Well, turn the bell upside down, throw him in.
Like a Viking funeral?
That's Felix. I don't know, man. Just scoop him in. Boomer, you can hold that thing, right?
We just drill a few holes in the floor. We can just drain him right out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Celestial, I tell Gaston that, I think we need to keep a close eye watch on both Felix and Nico now.
Just let them be. They got some stuff they need to work out as they're punching each other.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. With my mighty strength of 10, I will overpower this giant and make him see the truth of his actions.
All right, so Gaston, are you going to try to leap onto Nico?
Oh yeah, I'm totally bitch slapping him.
Yeah.
All right, so Gaston, go ahead and give me a strength check to sort of
I'll try and
grapple Nico, and then
so
Nico.
I'd obviously try and dance out of the way.
Yeah, so
you're
either going to contest that with strength or dexterity.
It's not going to be strength.
I have a mighty 18.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Mm.
I have a 19.
Yeah, you managed to just barely sort of dance out of the way, and
Yeah.
you're sort of
Can I trip him over?
Probably.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I just want to
Got a
make
low
him.
center of gravity, though.
Just want to make.
Basically
Is it
make
a
a
trip
strength
or a
check.
punt?
Oh no! I just want to make you look stupid.
Make a strength check.
Actually, can I? Yeah, I'd like to try and trip him so that he falls into the blood.
Wow.
During this time, Kavan's kindness and me are going to be doing the commentary.
Right, again, yeah, you sort of got your arm on the axe, and now you see Gaston is at a distinct disadvantage due to his height, but he's scrappy. You can't underestimate the spirit in which is in the fight. Look at him go. And you go, Nico, but he's a slippery one. Oh, kind of a snake, that guy. He knows all the dirty tricks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd like to try and trip Gaston so he lands in the blood.
All right, go ahead and make a. So this will just be basically just a strength check.
Just a strength check.
Yep.
Ooh, I rolled a 19. 21.
Gaston, you can try to avoid the blood with a dexterity check.
Oh, 4.
You are going.
That's with my +2.
Ooh,
Wow.
You are going face first into that smear of child.
Okay, pick it up. Show my hands to him.
Have you no shame? Have you got no shame? Have you got no respect for the dead, Azkern? Get this thing out of here while we clean up this mess.
A mess you made.
I didn't make it. There's a giant bell that made it. Didn't you notice?
All right, Gaston, why don't you go clean yourself up? I'm gonna, Nico, you're gonna come and help me pick up this child. We're gonna give him a proper burial.
Of course. Deserves nothing less.
I dig.
So who's in the back of the thing on brain detail? Like who's on there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's Nico.
Yeah.
Why am I on brain duty anyway?
You know why.
So you guys are
see the
sort of
sign?
you're sort of gathering up the is there a sign on the front of this abbey? Say dead smash child storage? No, because I don't store dead smash children.
I think he does, actually, technically.
Oh, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that sign may be there.
Yeah. We're the good guys.
All right. All right. So you and Azkern managed to kind of like scoop up the body, this small child's body, the best you can.
Yeah.
Are you gonna scoop it into the bell? Or are you just sort of how are you guys gonna collect all this?
I'll probably go and use the cloth from the table and just sort of scoop body parts onto it.
Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, you sort of lay out this sort of oiled tarp.
Yeah.
And you just try to, kind of.
Yeah.
Best you can. Try to get all the smashed, splintered bones and everything. Okay.
Given my religion, given my God, I would do a fire burning, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's sort of a proper burial for you would be like not a burial, like a proper ceremony.
Cremation.
Is cremation. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think? Okay.
So technically, as your god is Bahamut, it would actually be cremation on top of treasure, right?
Boomer's going to interject here and let the rest of the group know there's a whole town of people that deserve a proper burial. We're going to stop and give everyone a proper burial. We're going to be here for a really long time.
So, I'll let you discover that later. But yeah, okay, go ahead.
Way to drop a crumb there.
Well,
yeah, but this child was in our safety, and it was due to
was he really safe?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you guys were wildly responsible to let him go off with Nico alone.
Well, me and Gaston were outside, so I didn't think someone in the group would kill him.
If he was really that important, you wouldn't have let him out of your sight.
Wow! Shots fired by Boomer.
He will get a proper burial. And Nico?
Well, you worry about him a lot when he's dead.
Kavan's all. Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on with this group right now, but this is not a good place for us.
We got a vampire to kill.
Asken, how should we? What would you suggest? What would be a fitting burial for this poor victim of a tragic accident?
Oh, I tell him exactly what we need to do, and he's gonna pay for it with some of his gold.
Gold,
or treasures. Yeah, treasures, whatever you have that wouldn't burn him with, since it was at his loss.
Let's see.
All right, so you guys gonna head out into the yard of the abbey?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys grab up this little tarpa kid, and you move out to the back out to the abbey, back out to the grounds of the abbey.
And just like that, Felix's conscience, if he had one, was cleaned.
Let's do it here. See if everybody makes it. Aha!
Where am I? Oh, there we are. Yep, somewhere.
Ooh. Felix is excited.
So you guys come around to the south side of the abbey, where you can see sort of this is like there's a tombstones out here. Most of them are pretty old. They're sort of you can see they're definitely weather worn and whatnot.
So how does this work, Azkern? What do we do?
We're gonna lay him on top of some gold, and then this tarp that he's in, it's already oiled up.
It's an oilcloth, yeah, so it's not leaking.
It's gonna burn real good.
Yeah, it's gonna burn pretty good. So yeah, so we'll just lay him on top of a treasure pile, and then I'll ignite it while I do a prayer.
Can I do a stealth check to break away?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 14 plus 6, 20.
Ooh, I'm not gonna check that just because my main focus right now is the kid. But
sure.
Yeah,
I'll put.
Mine too. The only person I'm really keeping an eye on right now is Nico.
Yeah, I'll take out a bag of coins and kind of empty them onto the. Do they have to go above the kid or under the kid or
under the kid?
Under the kid.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and roll something because.
Yeah, I'm also gonna roll. What
so,
is it?
So it's gonna be perception.
Perception.
Would it be against your passive perception if you don't?
Well, so yeah, I mean, because you guys you're not really looking for Felix, right?
I mean, Gaston. Given what I guess Gaston might be.
So yeah, you guys. I mean, if you're not really concerned about Felix, then yeah, it would just be your passive, which I don't think anyone has a passive perception higher than 20.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I have a passive insight that's pretty damn high, but not a passive perception.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, so Felix just sort of quietly just.
Gaston will put his favorite cigar on the fire.
Oh.
Wow.
And
this
some burrito.
Kid really meant something to you, huh, Gaston?
He was an innocent.
He was.
He was innocent.
I think it was just a rope he was pulling.
Oh, what was the kid's name?
What's up?
What was the kid's name?
Felix is the only one that would have known his name.
Yeah.
No one asked.
Now it doesn't matter.
A
His
boy
name
named
was
Sue.
Kid, man. Who names them until they're 20?
Okay. Well,
So, go ahead, guys.
I believe, Azkern, I believe the rest of this is up to you.
Yeah, I go ahead and just follow along with the prayer, and then ignite the flame.
All right. So yeah. So Azkern, if you want to describe this, or I can, up to you.
Oh, you can.
So,
I got like no sleep, so I can't even think.
That's all right, man. Yeah. So you pile up. You sort of make this pile of gold, You lay the remains of the.
Oh, I used copper.
Jesus.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, would I notice that he used copper?
Well, it's gonna be
no, you told me to put it under him, so I took out a coin purse and emptied it under him.
No, I mean it's like a pile. Like
like a pile.
Yeah, like you got to lay him on top of like.
Oh, okay. I don't have that much copper anyway.
You could probably put copper at the bottom and
if you need
bulk
more
it out.
copper, if you need more copper, I'll give you all my copper.
Oh, that's very generous of you, Boomer.
Yeah, no, yeah.
When we get a bit pissed, like suddenly you want a load of copper.
Well, it's a shitty situation, and
yeah, Askerd's like, I mean, if we really kind of want to do this right, like, we kind of really need.
Oh no, I let Nick know he needs to put some gold in there. I don't expect him to have that. Yeah, I don't know how much gold he has, so I don't expect him to have that much gold.
Yeah, gold, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like
1 coin at a time. Is this enough? Is that enough? Is that enough?
So because like I said, out of game, I don't know I don't know about his stealing. I don't know about the money he's hoarding. You know what I'm saying?
Sleight of hand, toss them out, pick some back up, toss some more out, pick some back up, toss some more out, pick some back up.
I was gonna do a sleight of hand to make like 20 gold look like 200 gold. By sort
illusion.
of sort of mixing by mixing it with some copper coins and some sort of creative
Yeah, all right, go give me a sleight of hand check.
Nico's also like squeezing the corpse to make it as small as possible. So
well, there wasn't a whole lot to squeeze.
21.
So you managed to you sort of reach inside and get your inner cake master, and you're kind of like making this thing look like it's like just putting fondant on top of a Rice Krispie treat, right? Like
That's
it's
right.
not actual cake. You're making it look
looks great though.
Happen. And so you put you sort of flush it out. So you got there's copper in there. And then so the pile's sort of there. As Kern steps back, he begins this sort of rolling benediction, calling out to his god, calling out to Bahamut, beseeching the good dragon god to take the soul of this child beyond this place. And you see that Askern begins to sort of glow slightly, and you can see that as he's sort of chanting and calling out, that fire begins to come up, fire and smoke stuff begins to come out of his mouth, and you see tongues of flame, but they're not red, but they're instead like almost pure white. He then finishes the ceremony. He tilts his head back, and you can see him sort of inhale, but it looks like he sort of swells to 50% bigger, which is it's saying something from Askern.
Yeah,
that's big.
You see him sort of swell, and then he leans his head down, and this gout of sort of golden white fire shoots from his mouth and covers the body and the mound of gold. And the flame is it's interesting because you notice, so Nico, you feel its heat very keenly. Like you're like, whoa, that's pretty hot there, man. Like what are we doing there? Yep. Boomer, it's actually not quite like, you don't really feel like, you feel it's sort of pleasantly warm, but it's not too bad. Felix, even though you are off kind of doing your own thing, you can still, like, you feel, you're like, oh, what the hell? Like, it's like the light from it is like almost blinding to you, and the heat is intense. Skippy, you feel it, and you're like, because you're not bad, more neutral, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so for you, it feels sort of warm, but it's not, it feels like as if it was sort of fire, right? Like you
Mm-hmm.
like you're sort of step back a little bit, but not as much as like Nico or Felix. And you, and so the gout of flame lasts for quite some time. And while it's going on, inside the flame, you see this sort of ghostly figure sort of sit up off the fire, and then you see this this clawed, scaled hand reach down towards the child, and you see the child reach up and grab, like one of his hands barely fits around the smallest claw on the scaled hand, and you see the hand sort of pull the child up, and then together, like sort of holding the hand, you see the child sort of walk off the pyre and out of the fire and disappear. The flame ends. And you look. The pile is sort of slagged. I mean, it's still sort of like none of the coins are whole. They're sort of slagged, and there's now just sort of this sort of mix of gold and coppery sort of puddle on the ground, sort of sparkling.
That was beautiful, Azkern. What a true send-off.
You shut up.
Yeah.
What the hell is your problem, man? Seriously.
You shut up.
I gotta agree with Gaston here. You need to shut up, Nico.
Yeah.
You believed me it was an accident, though.
I do, but doesn't mean I like it. There's a lot of accidents that happen here. We've lost a lot of innocent people that weren't necessarily part of our quest or our duty.
Like Gundren.
I'm talking about in Barovia.
Lately.
Now we're putting qualifiers on it.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was a statute of limitations.
Man.
Sorry, yeah,
That's hella funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder what this group would look like with actual bad guys, like evil characters, because this is bad enough as good, like a good guy group.
Wait, what do you mean actual?
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you mean wonder what it would look like with actual bad guys? Have you not seen who's in this group?
Some newly formed bad guys, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the sort of people. We have two people who can become arch villains for us in our crew right now.
We need to head east.
Yes, Boomer.
Let's go get the wine.
No, I'm checking the graves.
Let's go get the wine. We got a vampire to kill. You're right. Let's get the wine.
We got a delivery to make.
You were supposed to deliver it to Krezek.
Oh yeah, but now we're going to deliver it to Valakia.
Okay.
So I'm looking for anyone that would possibly be the abbot or something that he would have stolen identity or something on the, or are the graves even marked?
Most of the graves aren't marked, or they were at one point, but they're pretty weather worn. So from your time when you were in Krezek, sort of talking to everybody, the abbot's actually been here for a little over 100 years, and now you kind of know why. Like dude wasn't human.
Yeah.
And so none of the graves here. You don't see any of the graves here that indicate that like a previous leader of the of this cloister.
Okay. So I'll look for any that are just a little bit older than his and start mold earthing and pulling up and just seeing what I can see.
So give me a investigation check.
Wait, you're grave robbing now?
I'm not grave robbing. I'm grave exploring.
Sure.
Investigating.
Plus, we don't know what the hell he's doing because we're busy with our thing.
Yeah, this is happening while you guys were doing
19.
Yeah. Nice.
So you see so you can see one of the gravestones that you think might be, like, as you're looking for these, might be of some significance. You see that it's carved with roses, and it bears this sort of sun-shaped, the sort of the sunburst pattern indentation on the east side of the grave, the side of the grave that's facing east. You notice it has this it looks like there's something could go in there. As you're looking at the graves, and you're like, oh, this is weird. It's actually held up much better than the graves around it.
Does it look like that disc I took would fit?
A smaller version of that disc would fit, I think.
I cast reduce on the disc.
Okay.
And then I put it on there and see if it does anything.
You put it in there, it fits, but nothing happens. You put it in there and it fits. You're like, okay, that's sort of the right shape, but it doesn't. But nothing really happens.
Okay, so I'll mold earth and pick through and see if the body has any evidence for me.
Evidence.
So you basically you're trying to look at the bodies.
Yeah.
You pull back the dirt, and you see there's some sort of bone fragments that are left, but for the most part, it's turned to dust.
And no important stuff on the bodies or anything.
Okay. Anything that was there is sort of long gone. You did this to the grave of where the roses and stuff were on there? So you do see, in this one, you see a chain that's sort of laying there. It's sort of corroded and rusty and whatnot. But it looks like at the end where something should have been hanging, it's been broken off.
Okay. If I cast mending on it, that won't replace anything lost, huh?
No. So you cast mend, and the little link that's broken at the bottom goes blink and goes back together. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can recall that would give me a lead on that.
No.
Okay. That was fun.
During this time, Boomer and Nico have been having a conversation.
All right.
So I guess we'll be over here somewhere.
Yeah.
You gonna see who you vote off the island?
Boomer. That's such a senseless waste of life.
My name isn't Boomer.
Your name isn't Boomer?
No.
Some kind of shapeshifter reaching for my sword.
Tell me more.
My name is Thaddeus, or Thadwick.
No. My name's not Boomer. That wasn't my birth-given name.
It's my slave name.
I lost a lot of my memories long ago. And I lost my tribe. And it was my fault. And I see all these people around us, associated with us, dying. It troubles me. Because I know that I'm not strong enough to protect my new tribe.
Oh, Boomer. What are you talking about? You're the strongest man I've ever met.
I need you to be better.
Better?
I need you to be better than me, Nico.
Better than you? Ah, come, Boomer. You think too lowly of yourself. What's brought this on?
I don't think all of us are going to survive this fight that's coming.
No? What makes you think that? Who do you think's not going to survive?
I think probably all of us. If I'm being realistic.
Real honest.
But, I mean, I will probably survive, but I don't think any of you are going to.
Just think of all we've defeated, all of the wrongs we've righted together, Boomer.
What wrong?
Well, you know,
Right?
we've been set upon. Look, man, we've rebuilt churches. You know, we've been attacked by assassins. You know,
I fought a room once.
Yeah, you know, that room's not going to bother anyone else again, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry. The narrator's not here. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just think this valley alone is so much better off because of us. So don't be so hard on yourself.
I need us to be on our A game on this one. We need to take this serious. So I don't think I think there's a very good chance that none of us are going to come out of this.
What are you saying? You saying we need to what? We need to leave and come back when we're stronger?
No, I'm saying that we need to fight, that there's a vampire that needs killing.
Yep.
I'm saying that if it comes down to it, I need you to make sure that the rest of them get out safely.
All of them?
Yeah. Yeah, all of them.
Even the gobby little half pint over there?
Yep. Even him.
Even that nut punching half point.
I want you to take this. I hand Nika one of the teeth that's been engraved. That was from
wow.
Venom Fang.
Yeah.
The dragon we killed.
Yep.
I want you to take this.
Did we ever figure out what this thing is?
It's a tooth.
Yeah. What does the engraving mean?
I don't know.
Can't read, man.
Do I know what the engraving means now?
So which you got a lot of teeth, man. Which tooth is this?
Actually, this is the one that we first got with the goblin camp.
Yeah, from the goblin. One of those teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna give him one of those?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him one of those.
Okay.
This is when we first met.
That's right. Ah, yes, from the cave. I remember.
Yeah, when I
this means
totally
a lot to
didn't
you,
trip
though.
on my kilt.
That's right. Yeah, you did trip me up. Those were simpler times. No, thank you. This obviously means a lot to you, Boomer. I mean, you sure you want me to have this?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Boomer, do you so I'm gonna imagine, given your past, so that tooth has definitely seen some blood, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the instant that you give it to Nico, you hand it to him, suddenly in your mind, you become aware of where Nico is. Like you can see him, obviously you can see him standing right in front of you, but in your mind, like you know how far away he is from you and sort of what his condition is, roughly, like he's, healthy. And you know, like sort of how far away he is from you.
Nice.
I
Keep
see
this
this
with
Zach.
you. Always.
I see the Zach Galifianakis number crunching going on with Boomer. He's like, "Nico is this far away right now?"
Do I notice Boomer react in any way when he gives me the tooth? Make me suspicious? Or
give me an insight check.
Make me have roll charisma.
No, this would actually be actually it would be.
It's only a 10.
What's up?
10.
10. So yeah, you don't really notice. Boomer, like, he sort of gives it to you, and like, Boomer, this sort of pops up into your head, but because he's so close to you, you don't really know. Like, you can't at the moment. You're like, it doesn't seem like anything to you because you can see him, And so that part of your knowledge of Nico is what's really sort of dominating it, because you're like, yeah, I know he's right there. Like, I know how far he is. He's this far away. I can touch him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not until you guys sort of separate a little bit and you can't see him, but you're still like, you instinctively just know. You're like, oh, he's about 40 feet away from me, and he's doing okay.
All right. I like
that. Means a lot to me. Did you want a new key?
I mean, do you want to give me a key? I mean,
so I reach into
my old key's been working fine. I mean,
yeah, but this one looks pretty fancy.
dented.
Do you remember the black spider?
The key's all burnt.
Yeah. Do you remember the black spider?
Yes.
He had a pretty fancy key to his lair, and well, it's just been gathering dust, but I think you might be able to make better use of it than I can. So I'll hand him Black Spider's key.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take this. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks a little like it's in slightly better condition than your old key, which is like been punched through a bunch of walls and doors and stuff.
I hope we all make it out.
Well, Boomer, I'm pretty sure we're all pretty motivated, so I think we've done well this far. I think we'll all make it.
Seriously, we need to head east.
Which way is Valakia's on the way to wherever we were going, right?
Yeah, so you guys are on the very west side, and Barovia and Castle Ravenloft are on the very east side of the valley.
So I say we can still complete our the delivery that would have come here. I say we take to Valakia and try and bring a little joy to the people there on our way through.
You think that's what's best?
Well, and the abbot's not using his wine either, so I say we take all that as well.
Is it remarkable how flammable these old abbeys are?
If it had been whiskey, then
So this abbey is currently evil as fuck, right?
Oh, it is no longer consecrated ground.
Okay. Talk to Asker and see if he's okay with blessing this place with fire too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, how about
Well, that's what I was gonna do anyways.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna like burn the kid on unholy ground. I was gonna bless the area.
Hey, Ed.
Yeah.
Did I see? Would I know that Skippy like does stuff with like alchemy and like potions?
Oh yeah, you could not miss the smell when she was throwing that out.
Okay. Can I show Skippy the 5 potions left over from my side quest thing? And be like,
lucky dick
hey,
bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of these do.
Oh.
Can you maybe help me figure out what they do?
So Skippy, you think that there are some tests and stuff that you know where you're like, yeah, I can give you a general idea of like, this will kill you, this won't kill you type of thing.
Will the spell identify help?
Identify would absolutely help.
Because I've got that, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So identify would absolutely help. Sort of let you know the magical properties.
It's a bit more accurate than my like sniff test.
Yeah. So Skippy, you've got some herbology stuff that you could do. Like if you were in the kitchen where you're like, yeah, I know there's certain things react. If I put this in there and it turns blue, you're like, that will kill you. And there's certain, it's like you have certain tests like that that you could do that wouldn't necessarily give you the specifics, but it would give you the dangerous, safe type of thing. And then identify will tell you like, this is what it is and this is what it does.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Gaston.
Okay.
No offense. But
Gibby's just like packing back up the science kit.
Yeah, you're like, fine, yeah, go and have him do his magic.
Hold on, let me see if I have enough pearls to do all 5. I think I have 2. I don't think I have 5.
Okay. 2's good.
I can take a look at the other 3.
Yeah.
Hey, Ascon.
Oh, suddenly Skippy's not so bad.
Oh,
yeah.
for a prize.
Yeah, I have 2 pearls. That's all I've got, but I'm willing to use it for you. Unlike some evil bastards.
Well, I could. Skippy could take a look at like the 5, and you can identify the 2 most interesting ones.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and anything you can't figure out, I'll identify up to 2.
Okay, that sounds good.
The potions will go everywhere if we try and do it on the cart. I want to like smell a potentially like poisonous thing and splash it in my face.
Right.
Oh, this one's sulfuric acid.
This one's interesting.
Yeah, Felix is like, what? It just makes the bone a little wider. You put your safety glasses on? Why?
Yeah.
My safety monocle?
Yeah. I'll just give it one of these and I should be fine.
Safety squints.
All right, so we're going to call it there for today. You guys are packing up. You're heading east to Wallachia and on to Barovia.
Yeah.
And